We're visiting with Troy Walters. You did have a great playing career, but is it true that you only had one scholarship offer?
Yeah, I did. That was the University of Tulsa, and I'm a man of faith, so God just works in incredible ways. But my dad, going in my senior year, he got a job with the Minnesota Vikings, and so my senior year, I'm in Texas playing in College Station. My dad's in Minnesota, and Tyrone Willingham was on the staff with the Vikings that year. And the following year, Stanford job came open. Tyrone Willingham got the job. He believed in me, knew what I could do, saw me at training camp, and offered me a scholarship, and the rest is history.
Certainly worked out well at Stanford. It's been 25 years since you played there, but you are still the school's all-time record holder in catches and receiving yards. You also earned 2 degrees at Stanford, including a master's. What was the highlight of your Stanford experience?
Man, probably the last year, being able to play in the Rose Bowl, winning the Pac-10 at the time. Going into that last season, 99 season, we were ranked, I think, 8 out of 10 preseason. We lost our first game to Texas 62-17 or something like that. And we got in the locker room, and Tyrone Willingham said that we've got a champion in this locker room. And we were looking around like, what is he talking about? But that year we went on and won the Pac-10, played in the Rose Bowl. So in order to, the opportunity to play in the Rose Bowl, my last season, my last game, and just all the memories of that season with the players was tremendous. And the 25th reunion is next week, or this weekend actually. So won't be able to go back, but a lot of great memories.
That year, you won the Biletnikoff Award as the top wide receiver in college football. One of the other finalists was Bengals number 1 draft pick Peter Warrick. Do you think winning that award gives you instant credibility with the guys that you coach?
I think it does. They understand that award coming from college and what it means, and being recognized as a top receiver is a tremendous honor. And just going back, Peter Warrick was not my idol, but I looked up to him. I kind of wanted to pattern my game after his game. I watch in the summertime, watch all his tapes, route running, because he was one of the best route runners in the game. And so, to be mentioned in the same category as him it was an honor. And, to win that award, it gives you credibility because the guys know what it means, and then to play in the NFL also gives me credibility, and I try to coach from a player's perspective, and so I'm trying to put my feet in their situation, and just make sure I understand what they're going through as I coach them up.
We're visiting with wide receivers coach Troy Walters. The Vikings selected you in the 5th round of the 2000 draft. What are your most vivid memories of that draft experience?
It was a long weekend. Back then, I think it was 3 days. So it started, or maybe 2 days, Saturday, and then all day Sundays, 7 rounds. And I got drafted in the 5th round. So I watched from the beginning and just made a note of all the receivers that were drafted, and, thought I was better than most of them that were taken, but had to be patient, waited my turn, and was blessed to get drafted by the Vikings, and which my dad was on that staff, so he was able to see me play, every weekend, and whereas in college he wasn't able to see me much. So it was a blessing to go to Minnesota. I was playing with Chris Carter, Randy Moss, so some great receivers I learned from, and it was a good experience.
Those were not the only Hall of Fame caliber players that you played with in your 8-year NFL career. I want to name a few and just get your thoughts, what you admire and respect about these guys. So let's start with a couple that you mentioned. Randy Moss.
The freak. Size, speed, athleticism, things he did on the football field just wowed me, and really changed the way receivers were viewed and how the game was played.
Chris Carter.
Probably the best hands I've been around. Caught everything, technician, worked in the slot, so I learned a lot about running routes in the slot from him, and the things that he did on the field, the catches he made were tremendous.
Peyton Manning.
The general, detailed, made everyone around him better. I was blessed to go to Minnesota. Went from Minnesota, which was kind of just run down the field. We're going to throw it up to our playmakers, to going to Indianapolis with more of a detailed, precise, Peyton, if it was a 12-yard, he wanted you to be 12 yards. He wanted you to be at the numbers. And that's how I was able to play, 4 years there because of the precision and the details and the techniques. But he knew everyone's position. He knew what the defense was going to do before they even did it. And, prepared, studied, truly one of the great quarterbacks of the game.
Edgerrin James.
Edge was solid. Very productive before his knee injury. He was one of the top backs in the league and Hall of Famer. Catch the ball out of the backfield. We actually went to Arizona together after our days in Indy, and that year the Colts won the Super Bowl. So we left a year too soon, but really admired what he did as a running back.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Funny story, Larry was a ball boy when I played for the Vikings, so I always kid him, even to this day, that he used to pick up my jock strap and my towel and put my unit equipment out in the locker room. But he's Mr. Consistent in terms of just great hands, route runner, size, did everything the right way, off the field, on the field, and I was able, kind of my last year in 2006 in Arizona, was able to kind of mentor him and we have a great relationship, and he's a great human being.
Kurt Warner.
Man, Kurt, awesome guy, awesome quarterback. He was a leader when I was with the Cardinals, leader of the team. Just his story, where he came from, is just a tremendous inspirational story. And, he probably had, of all the guys, he probably had the best touch. He knew when to throw it. You're running a 15-yard dagger. He threw it before you came out of your break, a soft ball, easy to catch. Learned a lot from him.
After you got into coaching, one of your first stops was Texas A&M, where there was a fresh out of college grad assistant on the staff named Zach Taylor. You reportedly said to him, when you become a head coach, don't forget about me. True story or urban myth?
True story. I saw it in him even back in the day. Very detailed. He was in charge of the tight ends, and then he was a GA, but in charge of the tight ends, and he did all our signaling. So he was our signaler. So funny story. Our last game we were playing Texas, and we win the game. We're co-Big 12 champs, and at the time Sarah, his wife, was pregnant. And we weren't sure when she was going to go into labor, but whenever she did, he was going to leave and possibly miss the game. So we were just praying, hoping it wasn't during the game, because if he left, we would not have had a signaler or anybody to signal. So tremendous young coach then. I saw it in him, and I did tell him. I told him, when you become a head coach, and he thought I was just joking, but I saw the talent and the trajectory he was going to go. Back then, 2010-11.
All right, a few wild card topics now for Bengals wide receivers coach Troy Walters. Who is your all-time favorite athlete in any sport, and why?
Barry Sanders. Growing up, watching him, small guy, small football player, but dynamic, make guys look silly. But the thing I think I respected him the most was he's humble. When he scored a touchdown, he just give the ball to the official, very quiet, humble. He's probably my favorite athlete.
As I mentioned, you won the Biletnikoff Award in 1999. The actual trophy is huge. It's 56 pounds. It is the largest trophy in college sports. I assume you don't get to keep that. What does the winner get?
No, they give you I have the trophy. I have it at home. And when I was at A&M, it was in my office. I've put it in my office a couple of different stops. Now it's downstairs in the basement, but it is heavy. It's hard to transport from one location. So wherever I have it, it usually stays right there. But it is definitely a heavy trophy.
All right, final question, and this one's kind of deep. If you could meet anybody in history, living or deceased, who would that person be?
Honestly, like I said, I'm a man of faith. So if I had to meet someone, it'd be Jesus Christ. I'm into the Word, just everything that he did, and just the stories in the Bible. It'd be fascinating to meet him in person.
This has been great. I appreciate it.
Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure. for businesses of all shapes and sizes. From the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
As the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders in the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game. Whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away, Ticketmaster has you covered. With Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get a 360-degree preview of your seat so you can make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. Plus, the Ticketmaster app makes it easy to sell or transfer your tickets if your plans change, and the mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders. That's Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
JT and Eric Allen live from Raiders headquarters. Raider fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long as the official ticket marketplace, Ticketmaster of the Las Vegas Raiders in the NFL. Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets, so you never miss a single play, whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Las Vegas Raiders. We do it every week as we get near the finish line here. Time for E's Keys.
Now!
E's Keys. 3 keys. Eric Allen's 3 keys for a Raiders win.
Just win, baby. Yeah. JT, the only person that's on the radio more than you last week was Tim Cates. Tim Cates all over the radio.
Oh, that Dodger stuff? Don't give me the Dodger stuff, man. I was there.
Every hour, Tim Cates is on the radio talking about his Dodgers.
Oh, my Yankees. Oh, my. Why did you give 3 keys to my Yankees?
That's right.
Getting out of the 5th inning in the Bronx. You should have given me 3 keys.
Those errors like we were able to do. All right, here we go. Number 1, I think if everyone who's listening to us understands exactly what we need to do and what these keys are. I'm going to kind of explain on that last one what's happening. So, number 1 is protect the football. We all know that. We've heard everyone talk about it for hours and hours. Is protect the football. No unnecessary fumbles or bad interceptions, things like that. I think we all can understand that. Number 2 is stop the explosive plays. We're facing 2 guys who are at the top of their game right now, and they are the only 2. So we have to stop those big time plays. And then number 3, and more importantly, execution. And here's what I'm talking about, execution. Looking back at the game last week, we have running plays where the zone and the offensive linemen are doing an outstanding job of creating a space for our running back. Our running back, instead of hitting the hole, tries to bounce it outside. And like there's a free tackler right there. Mm-hmm. So that's about execution. And then on the next play, you get an opportunity, and now Chris Jones beats the lineman and tackles our guy in the backfield. So that has so you're looking at it and you're like, man, the offensive line is not good. No, that's not. We're not executing as a football team. Offensive line can do a great job. Running backs can do a great job. Now our quarterback doesn't have an escape plan. Instead of throwing the ball away, he runs into a sack, right? So I think people are confused a little bit because they looked at, and not everybody, loves the PFF grades, but Gardner had an okay grade this week. But if you look at the games, the execution in situations, they're not happening to help us win football games. And that's what we have to do. So whatever we're doing in practice, whatever we're going over in practice, whether it be red zone, whether it be running the football, execution is the key. And without execution, it don't matter what kind of keys we have. Wow. So it's all about executing on both offense and defense, and that puts everybody in the spotlight right now because we're going to have some opportunities today to win a football game, JT. And if we can execute offensively, we can get those things done and have a happy plane ride on the way back to Cincinnati.
There you go. It's been about that all year. Fantastic segment as always. You lay out everything on what the team needs to do, and what's happened this year is that the team has a struggle throughout the game. A struggle, not 10 struggles, right. One big play, and then the game deteriorates. But as I've kept saying this, there's not a lot of bright sunshine here. But the one thing this team has done is every game, especially the 4-game losing streak, they've had the lead in the first quarter or have been tied at the end of the first quarter. They're playing well. It's the pick 6 in Denver. Yeah. It's up 10-7 on Kansas City. It being in the game against the Chargers. Now you got to say, all right, we got through the first quarter. We're here. We're playing better than them. Let's build on that.
Yeah.
There's some type of disconnect.
Adversity.
And it's a turnover.
It's
a turnover.
Yes, the turnover.
And Gardner's got to cut down on the turnovers.
Yes,
Again, the turnover last week really hurt there, but hopefully he has a good game there today. When we come back, we'll wrap it up on the other side. An opportunity for the Raiders to get a win on the road and head into the bye week. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Ravens and Broncos in Baltimore. Both teams 5-3 on this season. Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey is active and will play. In Charlotte, Saints taking on the Panthers, who are 1-7 on this season. The Saints getting back Derek Carr, who is active and will start at quarterback after missing 3 games with an oblique. MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, the 2-6 Giants taking on the 6-2 Commanders. Commanders running back Brian Robinson Jr. inactive with a hamstring injury. In Nashville, Titans 1-6, Patriots 2-6. Quarterback Drake May, he has been cleared in the concussion protocol and is good to go. Titans running back Tony Pollard, he is good to go as well. In Cleveland, the 2-6 Browns playing host to the 4-3 Chargers. Both teams a little momentum going into this game. Browns playing much better with Jameis Winston at quarterback. Remember, they beat the Ravens a week ago. Running back Deontay Foreman inactive for the Browns, who are looking to get the win. In Buffalo, Tua Tagovailoa is back for the Dolphins, 2-5, taking on the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. It's an AFC East battle. Wideout Amari Cooper inactive with a bad wrist. In Atlanta, the 5-3 Falcons playing host to the 3-4 Cowboys. Quarterback Trayvon Diggs is active and will play despite a calf injury. Later on this afternoon, 4 afternoon games. It's the Bears and Cardinals in Arizona and Philadelphia, Jaguars and Eagles in Green Bay. A showdown in the NFC North between the Packers and the Lions. In Seattle, it's the Seahawks and Rams. Sunday night game in Minneapolis, Vikings and Colts. Monday Night Football in Kansas City will be the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. So that's week 9 of the NFL, which is getting ready to kick off in about 10 minutes. When we come back to Cincinnati for the keys to the game. Raiders, Bengals. I'm Tim Cates, and you're listening to Raiders Football.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Raiders fans, it's football season. If you're heading to a home game at Allegiant Stadium, let the RTC Game Day Express be your special team standout. Get a direct and easy ride to the Las Vegas Raiders home games from 6 convenient locations around the valley for just $4 round trip. Call an audible and leave the driving to us. Visit rtcsnv.com/Game Day Express for details. That's rtcsnv.com/Game Day Express.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders fans, if you want to show up big on game day, you need teammates, cheermates, party mates, end zone dance in the living room mates. But most importantly, you need trusted chip and dip mates. So you grab Tostitos, because you know when the team is counting on you to make the big play of the chip and dip game, you go with a guaranteed win. So this season, team up with Tostitos, proud chip and dip partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority-owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high-quality, made-from-scratch, gooey, melts-in-your-mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
Welcome to the new house of Silver and Black, Jack. Boyd Gaming is now a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And there's one motto: just win, baby. Because with Boyd, every day is game day. And everybody is a fan. Orleans, Suncoast, Fremont, and the Boyd family of casinos, where the Raiders want to be.
Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 800-522-4700.
Back here at Paycor Stadium, Jason Horwitz, Lincoln Kennedy is the Bengals defensive starters being introduced to this crowd here in Cincinnati. It is the NFL Salute to Service Month military appreciation program that's been going on for a long time. And so as the Bengals are being introduced one by one, their starters are running out of their jungle in the end zone to our right with members, men and women of the military dressed in their respective uniforms. All that while the Raiders have already come out on the sideline on the far side of the field, just waiting for this game to kick off. It's the 2-6 Raiders and the 3-5 Bengals as we take a look at this week's keys to the game, brought to you by Raiders Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today, available at your favorite retailer. Link, let's start with the Raiders offense. How do they have a complete game today?
The way you're going to have a complete game is stretching the field, utilizing all the possible playmakers that you have on your team. Not just going to Bowers, not just trying to find Trey Tucker, but you've got to stretch the field. You've got to do some things to take the defense, to keep the defense honest, and these safeties from the Bengals who are very nosy from coming down in the box.
That was being Geno Stone, who had 7 picks last year in Baltimore, and then the experienced Von Bell, who today will have his 115th career start. On the other side, Link, how about Max Crosby in the defense? What do they have to do against Joe Burrow?
I said earlier, and I'm going to harp on this again, they've got to get to Mike Gesicki, the tight end for the Cincinnati Bengals. Had 7 catches for 73 yards last week. Can be a pivotal force because he knows how to get open in the middle of the field.
Again, the Bengals started this year 0-3 and then won 3 of their next 4 games.
Right.
And looked like they were going to win in the first half against Philadelphia before they got blown out by 20 last week.
Most of the turnovers is what happens to turnovers and miscues and inept offense. I know the feeling because we've seen the Raiders do it all year.
Yeah, no question about that. 17 Raider turnovers. They have been costly all year long. Happens today. It's going to be a struggle. If they can hang on to the football, maybe a successful afternoon against a Bengals team that has called this a must-win. Joe Burrow said they cannot lose this game. The opening kickoff between the Raiders and the Bengals. It is coming up on the other side. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Raiders football is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Experience world-class gaming at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Must be 21 and over to enter. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. Sports Water, the official water of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Karma Automotive, the official luxury EV vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Kaloa Rum Company. Taste the spirit of aloha. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Drink responsibly.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You don't do anything halfway, and that should include your credit card. The Wonder Card from Credit One Bank is your play hard travel card. For traveling to Raiders games or anywhere else. The Credit One Bank Wonder Card. Serious rewards for serious fans. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Terms apply.
Hey, Silver and Black, get ready and gear up for game day just like your Las Vegas Raiders. Because no matter your game plan, Ford has the SUV to match. Call any play with the ability to choose between 3 different powertrain options, like the do-it-all gas-powered Bronco and Explorer, or the innovative all-electric Mustang Mach-E, and switch it up with a dual-threat Escape Hybrid. Ford SUVs, the only SUVs tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Las Vegas Raiders football.
We're ready to rock on a beautiful day here in Cincinnati. The fireworks that went off after the national anthem, the smoke starting to clear, and the captain set to meet right in the Bengals B at midfield. Brad Rogers today, our referee. Let's go down for the coin toss and find out who's going to get the ball first here to kick off week number 9.
All right, gentlemen, let's play some football. This is the coin that we will use today. This is heads. This side is tails. What is your call? Tails is the call. It is heads, you win. Which way would you like to kick? Cincinnati has won the toss. They've elected to defer. Raiders will receive on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so Gardner Minshew and the offense will get the ball first here on the road, and we'll try and get off to a good start, which, Link, that really hasn't been as big of a problem as the close here. You think about some of the ways the games have had this year. In Denver was a good start to the Pittsburgh game. Last week after Kansas City went down the field, Gardner Minshew and the offense had a nice response. It's been the adjustments after that because the Raiders have not scored more than 10 points in the first half all year.
Well, for the Raiders, this point has always just become a part of strategy. If you lose the toss, it's okay to defer. If you win the toss, obviously you want to defer. But if you lose the toss, it's okay to take the football.
Yeah. I'm a little distracted here today because when we look off to our right, Link, there's the Ohio River and the bridge in the background, but there's an escalator going from one of the concourses up, and it looks like parts of like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I'm just very concerned.
Well, just think about it as the walkway from across from the Delano over to Allegiant Stadium in Vegas.
That's right.
You look out the big patio glass, and you see a bunch of people walking over. The same thing.
That's a great point. This is a beautiful stadium. I've never been here before.
You know, really?
And this place is great. They've really worked hard on game day environment on the outside, and they have done a great job with it. It is jam-packed, some empty seats in the top, but that is about it as they have started getting going. Tyler Eifert, former Bengals tight end, was getting the crowd going. He just pounded a couple of beers, and we're ready to go. The opening kickoff brought to you by Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. TV has said, wind it, let's get going. Antonio Pierce trying to turn this season around against Zach Taylor, Bengals head coach in his 6th season at the helm. Joe Burrow and company led this team to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. They lost to Matt Stafford and the Rams. Last year he got injured. They struggled. And this year they are out to a 3-5 start. Evan McPherson kicking away left to right is an end-over-end kickoff and going all the way through the end zone over Amir Abdullah's head. And it will come out to the 30 with a touchback link for Gardner Minshew, who last week 24-30, 209 through the air, couple of touchdowns. Really strong stats, QB rating of 117, but that costly fumble in the fourth quarter, this has got to be a clean game.
The costly fumble hurts you, and more importantly, when it comes to stats, I've always been a geek where the only stat that matters is the end of the game. Have you won and lost? I can give a damn what happens in between, minus the minus plays.
Andre James out today at center, so the rookie Jackson Powers Johnson shifts over. He's in the middle. He's got Cody Whitehair at left guard, Jordan Meredith at right guard, and then your normal tackles with Colton Miller and DJ Glaze. Minshew's under center on first down. He settles in the pocket to pass, taking a shot on the first play for Tucker. Hits over his shoulder and incomplete on the Bengals 25. He had gotten beyond the corner. Cam Taylor-Britt in his third year out of Nebraska took a deep shot. I like the creativity. Just didn't get enough separation.
Well, you've got a speed burner like Trey Tucker who's coming home basically back to Cincinnati. And the first play of the game, you try to go up top. Could have been a little bit better throwing ball. Trey had to slow down and try to position his body between him and the defender in order to try to get that catch. But the defender did a good job of making up space.
Link, if that ball's thrown more towards the numbers instead of outside, he might have it.
Yeah.
Instead, he doesn't. So 2nd and 10 on their own 30. Again, Minshew under center. He play action, and he rolls out to the right. He's got Tucker. He throws it over his head, and it's incomplete for Jacoby Myers, who I guess was in the vicinity, too, around midfield. They were both kind of running the same routes, Link. Myers a little bit farther. He threw it between the two, and it's 3rd and 10.
That's what we call a layer route. You have a short, intermediate, and long. The problem is when Gardner Minshew threw the football, it landed in a place between two receivers, and none of them really made a play for it. So there's a little bit of confusion whether it was DJ Turner or Trey Tucker the ball was supposed to go to.
And this is where Colton Miller's got to get a win against Trey Hendrickson, who is tied for 5th in the NFL with 7 sacks. He's standing up over the left tackle. Now he moves out to his right. Shotgun to Minshew on 3rd and 10. Looking right, throwing right, 1-for-1. Bowers, a one-handed grab, and then he dropped it. But there is a flag down at the 46. He was working against DJ Ivey in his 2nd year out of Miami. He had his hands on him. He reached back with one hand. I thought he pulled it in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 38. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Well, that looked like it would have been a Garrett Wilson-type catch. He just couldn't bring it all the way down, but he'll take the penalty.
Well, what you're going to have is you're going to have defenders that are going to play Brock Bowers as tight as possible. Ivy uses his hands from the start, is extremely physical, turns around and tries to find the ball. Just a little bit too more handsy on Brock Bowers' chest. That's where the penalty came in.
So it moves it out to the 46-yard line. Minshew in the shotgun. Takes the handoff to Madison. He's going to throw again. He throws to Bowers at the 45, Hennessy the 50, and he runs into the Bengals defenders on the near sideline. They'll spot him out on the Cincinnati 45. DJ Turner there in coverage, but 9 yards as Gardner gets his first completion of the day.
A little bit of a combination route on that little rollout between him and Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers Brock Bowers was just a check down route for Gardner Minshew. The route was originally taken away. As he looked down the field to look for Jacoby Myers coming on the deep out, the corner dropped. That's why we were able to go back for Bowers for 9 yards.
Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers break the huddle out to the right side. Minshew's in the shotgun. He's going to move Alexander Madison as Minshew walks towards the line, change the play.
Got him outflanked to the left.
Now he backs up with 2 on the play clock. The snap. He's going to throw again. This is 5 straight throwing plays. Down the seam. Open man at the 25. Jacoby Myers, and he crumbles to the turf at the 23. He caught it in front of the linebacker Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt, and then he saw them both there and went down for a 22-yard pickup down the seam.
You know, they brought in Thayer Munford on that last series, and the Bengals were thinking the Raiders were going to try to run the ball to get the first down. Play action opened up the deep in cut by Jacoby Myers, something we've seen Devontae Adams run a number of times. It's going to be the new job for Jacoby Myers, number 16, rather than number 17.
They have not run the football yet. Remember, the Raiders last week just 33 yards on 21 carries. 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's a running play. Madison pushing the pile beyond the 20. And between the hash marks, they don't stop until the 16. So 7 yards on the first carry of the day. Sheldon Rankins, the middle of that defensive line, along with B.J. Hill on the stop. But Gardner Minshew in this offense, after that penalty link, there's some rhythm and there's some movement, and it's 2nd and 3.
There really has, and more importantly, what you have in this last play, the Bengals were not expecting to run. They thought the Raiders were going to continue to pass the football around. They played the box really soft. The Raiders' offensive line did a job of taking advantage of it.
7 in the box for the Bengals. They move Bowers over to the left of the line. 2nd and 3. Madison has to hop in the backfield, cuts through the line at the 15, carries the pile, and he's got a first down to the Cincinnati 12 on a 4-yard run for Alexander Madison, running behind the right side with Jordan Meredith, Link, who's in for Parham, who is active today. But Jordan Meredith has been playing a pretty good job the last couple weeks.
He really has. He's one of those guys that's really going to give you effort. He might not be the best athlete, but he'll try to give you everything he can out there. That last play was something that stood out. I'm going to pay particularly more close attention to. Gardner Minshew continued with his fake after he handed the ball off. That's big.
In the shotgun again, 1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 12. High snap, brings it down. Madison under the 10, lowers the shoulders, and again, he's getting chunks today. Got to the secondary, Logan Wilson on the stop, but not before Madison picks up another 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 from inside the Cincinnati 7. Opening drive of the game, 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
Jameer White comes in and replaces to give Madison a little spell. That's good. 2 good runs to start this series. Really good sign for the Raiders so far.
Madison 3 carries for 17 yards on this opener. DJ Turner and Trey Tucker split out to the right. Jacoby Myers to the left, tight to the formation. 2nd down and 4. Now Minshew brings Turner in motion to the left. Shotgun snap. He hands it off. Zamir White to the 5, keeping the legs turning, but not much more. He was tied up underneath the pile and then hit from behind. He did pick up a couple, so it'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards on the Cincinnati 5. And, like, you wonder, too, you can get a 1st down, but this feels like the way that this offense is moving, they're not scoring in the red zone the last couple weeks. This has got to get in the end zone. This feels like 4-down territory.
It does feel like 4-down territory, even though it's early. The big thing is the Raiders are getting good push up front to start this game, but the Bengals are starting to load the box when they think the Raiders are going to run.
9th play of the opening drive, and Madison checked back in for Zamir White.
Bengals are in man defense, man defense.
Minshew stepped up. He changed the play. Now he sends Myers in motion to the right. Gets the snap off. Hands it off to Madison. Over the 5. He hops over the pile at the 3. He's got the 1st down at the 2. It was the 2nd effort. Lanky was hit at the 4 and somehow gained his balance to hop over the pile. It's 1st and goal. Raiders on the Bengals 2.
Well, like I said, a good sign for the Raiders, able to push the box. Good block that time by Cody Whitehair on the left guard, blocking the linebacker that was shooting the gap. Good job securing the line of scrimmage. That's what you like to see when you want to run the football. Everyone in the box is blocking somebody.
Madison checked out with a late substitution. Zamir White in, so now the Bengals making some late subs too. Referees holding them up. They still got plenty on the play clock. 1st and goal from the 2. 10th play of the drive. Minshew in the gun. Myers motions left to right. Raises the leg, takes the snap, on the ground to White, pushing through the middle. No signal yet. Touchdown Raiders! Zamir White has his 1st touchdown of the season just over the goal line. And the Raiders take the opening drive, march it down the field, and put 6 on the board.
Anyone who knows me knows that I do not like running out of shotgun, especially on the goal line, but you'll take it. A touchdown is a touchdown.
Now, how about the way that they went about that drive, Link, including the penalty on the Bengals? The first 5 plays were pass attempts, then 5 straight runs.
Very creative in order to march this football down and get a score. Very good drive for the boys.
Zamir White, 1st touchdown of the year. Now they are waiting to confirm it. Remember, every scoring play is confirmed by replay. And now we're going to get an announcement here from Brad Rogers, who's going to come take a look. So that is not confirmed yet by upstairs. And so he is going to take a look at this under the hood, and we are going to take a timeout. So officially, it is not 6-0 just yet, but it was called a touchdown on the field. And while the officials take a look, we step aside. Find out if it's a touchdown next with 9:56 to go in the 1st. You're listening to Raiders football.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Raiders fans, Terribles Game Day giveaways back and bigger than ever. Shop at your local Terribles and make a purchase of $10 or more. Earn 10 entries when you make a Coors Light or Coca-Cola purchase. Scan your Terribles app rewards code and earn entries for every game throughout the season. Score a $1,000 Raiders shopping spree. Hotel accommodations from Coca-Cola and a Coors Light Silver Seat experience. Every day is game day, exclusively at Terribles. Visit Terribles.com for details.
Hey, Silver and Black, ready to dominate like your Las Vegas Raiders? Check out the legendary Ford truck lineup. giving you not only the power to win, but the ability to choose how. Tackle the road ahead with 3 different powertrain options, like the gritty and gas-powered F-150 or the agile and all-electric Lightning. And don't forget the adaptable Maverick Hybrid. Ford Trucks, the only trucks tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas.
Now, while you were away, Brad Rogers announced to this sold-out crowd here in Cincinnati that Zamir White was down short of the goal line. So the call overturned, not touchdown Raiders just yet. So the ball will be placed at the half-yard line between the hash marks, end zone to our left. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the half. And the Raiders break huddle. Minshew's under center. 2 tight ends in and an I formation. And the Bengals jump. They don't. Now they blow it dead. Gardner Minshew was going to toss it to Brock Bowers.
Little pop pass.
Yeah.
Encroachment. Defense number 92. Half the distance to the goal. Still 2nd down.
So that is B.J. Hill. So half the distance from the half-yard line puts it at the quarter-yard line. If you're familiar with measurements, 3 feet and a yard, so that would be 3/4 of a foot.
I didn't know there was going to be a math test today.
I love numbers. Like, how long we've been together, love numbers. So, it's a 3/4 of a foot away from the goal line. Minshew's under center. Moves Bowers in motion left to right. Snap, handoff, White through the middle. This time he's not touched. That's a no-doubter. Touchdown Raiders. Now it's Zamir White's first touchdown of the year. They don't even have to look at that one. And it's 6-0 Raiders with 9:36 to go in the first.
How about the little interesting wrinkle there that the Raiders decided to put? They put their linebacker, Mwaga, and that fullback to lead Zamir White, and it's just an ISO. It's a good power with Cody Whitehair pulling it from the backside. Man, that's a nice play.
And they had Thayer Munford as an extra offensive lineman next to DJ Glaze. They cleared the way. So Carlson on for the extra point to cap off what was a phenomenal opening drive. That is up and that is good. And that PAT brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Zamir White, 1-yard touchdown run to finish off a scoring drive. That was 11 plays, 70 yards. And 5 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. It was continued thanks to a pass interference call on DJ Ivey. And that scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raider Sports Water today, available at your favorite retailer. And again, there's been a lot of criticism of Luke Getsy over the last couple of weeks. But there's no doubt that in the start of games, they come out with some outstanding plans because they've done that now 3 of the last 4 weeks.
I thought it was 4 of the last 5 weeks.
That's right. 4 of the last 5 weeks.
I didn't mean to correct you, partner, but I'm just thinking a lot. Yeah, we've seen flashes like that. It goes back to why has it been so inconsistent. And the thing is that once Cincinnati makes their adjustments for the next series of Raiders coming out on offense, you have to see what the offense does differently.
So now it's a question, can this defense build on that? Help this team, help this offense try and build this lead today. We have seen the Raiders have spurts of great football. Can they put it together for 4? Carlson to boot it right to left. The dynamic kickoff. He's teed alone at the 35. He puts a line drive kick all the way halfway through the end zone. And Travion Williams will drop to his right knee, so will come out to the 30-yard line. Link for Joe Burrow, who is one of the best in the league. He is tied for 3rd in the NFL in touchdown passes with 15 behind Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. His 70.3% completion is number 4 in the NFL. He's number 6 in yards, and his quarterback rating of 106 on the year is number 4 in the league. But he does not have T. Higgins today, so it's Jamar Chase and Andre Yoshivas. And the tight ends, Mike Gesicki and Eric All. No Zach Moss. So Chase Brown today gets the start at running back. And no Orlando Brown, so his left tackle is Cody Ford, the former Buffalo Bill.
Raiders showing blitz.
Burrow takes the snap. He hands it off to Chase Brown right through the middle, who lowers the shoulder. And behind Kappa, his right guard, picks up 4 yards out to the 34-yard line. Caleb Chason and John Jenkins in the bottom of that pile. Link for a defense that has Crosby, Butler, Chason, and Jenkins to start. Spillane, who was questionable, is active today along with Divine Diablo. Jack Jones, Jacorian Bennett on the corners. Nate Hobbs in the slot. Isaiah Polomau and Trayvon Merrick, who is playing very well. Your safeties. Second down and 5. High snap to Burrow. Gives it to Chase Brown running around the left side. Got through the hole, and he squirts his way out to the 40-yard line where he's touched down there after a pickup of 5 and a first down.
Jason, you're going to see a big dose of the run game from the Bengals, mainly because they are down a couple of offensive tackles, and they do not want to have their high-profile quarterback be destroyed by this defense. So they are going to try to establish the run. And those two plays right there show the Raiders exactly what they want to do. So you got to be ready. The Raiders' run defense has got to come to play today.
Chase Brown, who's in his second year out of Illinois, his twin brother Sidney on the Eagles, who went toe-to-toe last week. Two tight ends with their hands on the ground on the right side. They send Travion Williams in motion out to the right. Burrow's first pass attempt right over the middle. He leaves it at the 44. It's caught by one of the tight ends. That's Drew Sample, not heavily used in the passing game. That's just his 5th catch of the year. And Divine Diablo-Link was right there to stop him after a 4-yard gain in the middle of the field.
When you're playing this style of zone defense, you have to do that immediately. Patrick Graham's defense, that style of zone. The reason why it's so open is because the linebackers have to cover so much space in the middle. Your outside corners are obligated to cover the wide receivers, and that's where you have those holes. So you have to be immediate tacklers.
All in Sample, both two tight ends on the field. They move all over to the left side. Jamar Chase, the ever dangerous one, out to the left. Burrow back to throw on second down. Again, it's short. He's got Chase Brown in the midfield. He's got a first down, 45, and the Raiders gang tackle him with Diablo and Spillane at the Las Vegas 42. It's 13 yards on the dump down over the middle for Chase Brown on a first down, Cincinnati.
Once again, this is the softness of this style of zone defense the Raiders play. They drop back deep. They're going to come up and tackle everything in front, but you'll have quarterbacks that'll take that, just like Joe Burrow has done. He'll take the yards after the catch.
So fresh set of downs. Raiders up 7-0, 7:15 to go opening quarter. Burrow's in a pistol. Chase Brown behind him. Jamar Chase motions left to right. The NFL's leader in receiving yards. It's a run to Brown. Gets by a tackle at the 40. 35, and he's upended outside the numbers by Jack Jones at the 33. He picked up 9 with a head of steam around the right side, and it's second and short for the Bengals.
And right now, if you're Zach Taylor, why do you need to get away from the run? It's been so good to you in this series. Just keep it going. The short pass is there if you need it, but utilize the run to try to soften up this defense as much as possible.
And like Max Crosby got around the rookie tackle Omarius Mims, but so far up the field that Chase Brown was already past him when he got it to the line.
That's exactly right.
See if they take a shot here. Jamar Chase lined up to the right near the line of formation. Now he motions to the left. Second down and 1. Burrow is going to pass. Pressure up the middle from Crosby. Gets away from it. Hits Brown at the 30. He's got a first down as he's hit immediately by Jack Jones, but his momentum carried him to the 27-yard line. So it's a pickup of 6. Crosby with great pressure, but Burrow with great awareness, and he picks up another first down.
They ran a little bit of a linebacker blitz, and that's one of the reasons why Max Crosby got opened up a little bit on the inside. The tackle, I was short set at Max trying to take away the inside rush. Max still got pressure on the quarterback.
Brown came into this game with 16 catches out of the backfield. Got 2 here in the early going. 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Raiders 7, Bengals nothing. Jamar Chase and Yoshivas lined up out to the left. Now they send the Princeton grad in motion to the right. Burrow, quick throw out to Jamar Chase. He makes it at the 30, trying to make a move on Bennett, who rides him around the shoulders out of bounds. Far side of the field, they'll spot him at the 24. So he picked up 3 or 4, Link, but a good job on that quick pass right down the line of scrimmage to not give up more than that by Jacorian Bennett.
That's exactly right. Jacorian Bennett was playing soft, so Joe Burrow decided to take his just little quick hitch route and try to throw it to his star receiver. And then, as you mentioned, good job by Bennett to negate the amount of loss after the catch.
And you got to be careful, right? Jamar Chase, number 1 in the NFL, 674 yards, number 1 in the NFL with 7 touchdown grabs. He's in the slot to the right. Trenton Irwin split out to the right. Burrow gives the handoff. Chase Brown with the push up the middle, but he does not get the push he thought. Ran into a little bit of a wall there by John Jenkins and Trayvon Merrick. And now it'll be 3rd down here for Cincinnati. A good job by the Raiders front. He picked up just 2.
Yeah, the Raiders ran a little bit of a delay blitz, and the Bengals ran a delay draw on that last play. They met up in the middle, and as you mentioned, the Raiders did a good job in negating the amount of loss after the ball carrier got across the line of scrimmage.
Bengals haven't had a 3rd down on this drive. It's about to be their 9th play following the 11-play scoring drive by the Raiders. It's 3rd down and 5 on the 22.
They've got to check with me system involved. They're going to use motion to unlock the defense.
Now we'll see what they do with that as the play clock is down to 3. Burrow gets the shotgun snap. Raiders bring a blitz. He looks left. He throws left. It's caught by the tight end at the 25. Has the 20 and does not get any farther. Trayvon Merrick took out his knees, and Bennett went up high to make the stop after just 3, and it's 4th and 2 on the 20-yard line, and Zach Taylor's going to leave the offense on the field.
Absolutely. What do you have to lose when you're 3-5, right? You go for it, but good tackling by the Raiders, played sound defense. Merrick was out there. Also, Max Crosby was out there on the tackle, and Jacorian Bennett. Good job by the defense rallying to negate the first down.
Bengals on the year, 3 for 6 on 4th downs. They need 2. Burrows out of the gun, and Chase Brown is tailback to the right. 3 receivers to the right, hard count. Now 3 on the play clock. Motion man, snap, Burrow back to throw, looking left, pressure. He takes off, he dumps it over the middle. It's caught at the 10, and a first down. Inside, Tanner Hudson, one of the backup tight ends, just his 3rd catch of the year. A little space to the left of Nate Hobbs, and Burrow put it right on his right shoulder.
Well, Burrow was looking to go to Jamar Chase. He wanted him in the flat. He was the only receiver over there waiting for him to come open, and as the pocket fell apart, he decided to take down his check down route.
So it is 1st and goal at the 9. Burrow on the drive is 6 of 6 for 41 yards. 3 minutes to go in a fast-moving first quarter. Raiders at an 11-play scoring drive. Bengals trying to answer. Inside of 3 minutes in the first. Again, the pistol for Burrow. It's a run to the right to Chase Brown. Gets inside the 10 and not a lot farther. John Jenkins holding on for dear life from behind. And also down there, Jonah Laulu, the rookie out of Oklahoma. Just 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7.
You know, the big thing when you get down here, Jason, is we got a down Raider. I can't get a number from here. Somebody's down.
Yeah, right there at the 10-yard line, Link. That is Adam Butler.
It is Adam Butler? Okay.
Who is sitting down on his backside, and that will bring us to a timeout as the Raiders training staff races out to look at him. He is sitting up, but they are looking at his right leg. So we will take a timeout. Raiders 7, Bengals nothing. 2:36 to go in the first. The Bengals have 2nd and goal. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Let's go, Raider Nation. You heard them. Time to hit the nearest drink station for a cocktail with Absolute Vodka. I'm talking smooth Moscow Mules, bold Bloody Marys, and Vodka-ritas to match your victory dances. Absolute Vodka, mixing it up with Raider Nation.
Enjoy responsibly. Absolute Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Absolute Spirits Company. New York, New York.
Jason Horowitz again reminding you that halftime is a great time to learn more about Raiders-themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat from the same team that created Buffalo. Come to slot games where you can pick your team, play your team, and put a whole new spin on just win, baby. Check out the Raiders-themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Raiders. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
First quarter of Raiders football presented by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Adam Butler walked off under his own power to the far sideline, which is good to see. Bengals out of the timeout. 2nd and goal from the Raiders 7. Las Vegas 7, Cincinnati nothing here on the road. Shotgun to Burrow, looking left, pressure from behind, throws it left. He's got Chase at the 2, and a nice tackle by Bennett, Chase was kind of angle his way back towards the goal line. Bennett was right on his shoulders, Link, as he made the grab and turn. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Bengals.
Boy, the Bengals did everything they could to try to free up Jamar Chase right in the flat. And Edgar Bennett did a good job. Not Edgar Bennett. I'm sorry. Jacorian Bennett did a great job of making an open field tackle out there in the perimeter.
Edgar is on our staff,
yes,
though,
I know.
working with the wide receivers. So they placed that inside the 2. Antonio Pierce looking on from the far sideline. He's standing at the 25-yard line. Bengals 3rd down and goal just inside the 2. Snap to Burrow, looking left. Pressure that way, rolls to his right. Burrow being chased to the end zone. Caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Chase Brown was chasing after his quarterback, who found him streaking to the back right pylon, and the Bengals answer the Raiders with a touchdown drive of their own.
Well, came out and you saw Burrow sort of go through his progression as protection broke down. He uses his legs and scrambled and does a great job at finding his running back in the back of the end zone for a nice short toss and a catch for a touchdown.
Now, what'll be interesting here, Link, there's no question for Chase Brown, because obviously every scoring play reviewed, his right foot definitely down.
I think his right foot is out.
That's what I mean. His left foot was definitely down, but was his right foot completely down?
I think that right foot was sitting on the yard line, the end line. They need to review this.
Well, remember, every play, so they haven't confirmed it yet. They have not confirmed his touchdown yet.
If they show that again on the screen that I just saw in front of me, it looked like his right foot, when he caught the football, is out.
So his left foot definitely down.
Left foot down. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The right foot comes down.
Black tape,
right there.
White end line. I think the heel is out.
No, they still said
take it back. They've confirmed it.
Well, we're not going to win anything here in Cincinnati with these refs. That looks out to me right there.
I think so too.
Jeez.
So they have confirmed it, and so it is a Joe Burrow touchdown. And Evan McPherson on to add the Bengals extra point. He is 20 of 21 for PATs this year. Rico puts down the hold. It is up and it is good. And with 1:39 to go here in the first, Raiders 7, Bengals 7. Joe Burrow 8 of 8 for 49 yards and a touchdown on a near 8-minute Cincinnati scoring drive. 7-7 our score late in the first. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now. Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 11/9/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates and limited restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame.
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Tim Kate's back inside our Silver and Black studios with a scoreboard update powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. First quarter in Cleveland, Chargers lead the Browns 7-0. Justin Herbert, a 27-yard touchdown pass to Joshua Palmer. In Atlanta, Falcons out in front of the Cowboys 7-3. Kirk Cousins, 9-yard touchdown pass to Drake London. In Buffalo, Bills and Dolphins tied at 3 as they go to the second quarter. Late first quarter in Nashville, Titans out in front of the Patriots 7-0. Commanders a 7-0 lead over the Giants on a Jaden Daniels 1-yard touchdown pass. Saints out in front of the Carolina Panthers 3-0 into the first. And the Broncos, they trail the Ravens in Baltimore 7-0. Back out now to Jason Lincoln, guys.
All right, thank you so much. The Eagles coming up, too. They haven't scored a first quarter point all year, and they lost last week here. They were down to the Bengals. Joe Burrow had a great start last week against Philadelphia, and then Philadelphia bounced back. The Eagles coming up later will be at home against the Jaguars. Bengals with an opening drive, 13 plays, 70 yards, 7:57 drive, which answered the Raiders' 11-play scoring drive. As McPherson puts much more arc under this opening kickoff, but it's still going to drive Abdullah back 8 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 30-yard line here. Hey, Raiders fans, you can be here for live NFL action all season long as the official ticket marketplace of the Las Vegas Raiders and the NFL. Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets. Never miss a single play, whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, both teams had double-digit number drives for 70 yards and they'll end it with a score. Let's see what the Raiders are able to do on their second drive.
Samir White had the 1-yard touchdown plunge. He starts this drive in the backfield onto the shotgun with Minshew, 2 receivers out to the right. Remember, they threw 5 straight plays to start the last drive. This is a run to Zamir White, who's hit in the backfield and falls forward Logan Wilson broke through the right side of the line and spun Zamir White forward. He picked up about 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And we've got an offensive lineman down.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
That's
Cody Whitehair is slow to get up, Link.
Colton's down still.
Yeah, and Colton Miller.
On that last play, you saw their linebacker, Logan Wilson, shoot the gap. This is where communication comes invaluable. We'll take a break and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Yeah, and Colton Miller is the most experienced of that group with the communication. So they take a look at his lower body, and we'll step aside in a 7-7 game late in the first quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, Raiders fans, Jason Horowitz again, reminding you that halftime is a great time to learn more about Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat from the same team that created Buffalo. Come to slot games where you can pick your team, play your team, and put a whole new spin on just win, baby. Check out the Raiders themed slot machines developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Las Vegas Raiders. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Raiders football is brought to you by Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. By Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light. Coors Light. Choose chill. An official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. By the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. There's no better place to celebrate than the sports and entertainment capital of the world, right here in Las Vegas.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Colton Miller slowly walked over to the far side of the field, but he wasn't being helped by trainers. Nobody had their arms around him. That's good. For now, Link, the Raiders bring in Andrus Peat, the 10th-year vet out of Stanford, to play left tackle, which is where he started 11 times last year for the Saints, but most of his career has been at guard. Injuries certainly have played a role towards the end of his career. Cody Whitehair, who started today at left guard, is there. So you got the experience on the left side of the line. But remember, Jackson Powers-Johnson starting today at center, moving from left guard to the injury to Andre James. So you got a totally different offensive line than we've seen all year long. Here for Gardner Minshew on 2nd and 9, who comes out under center. It's a stretch play to the left. Nice cut by White, still on his feet, but he's brought down from behind at the 34-yard line. He made the nice move in the backfield to get a little bit of space, and then was brought down by Joseph Osai. So it'll be 3rd down and about 6 coming up for the Raiders.
I just hate it when running backs have to make a cut in the backfield as soon as you get the ball. You got to do a good job at the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage, preventing penetration, and to allow the running backs to see where they're going to run with the football.
Madison, 4 carries for 20 yards. Zamir White, 5 carries for 7 yards. They bring Madison back in on this 3rd and 6.
Let's see if they slide to Andreas Peat to help him out with Henderson.
What they do first is move Brock Bowers slot to the left. And there's the snap. Minshew. They bring a blitz. He dumps it short. He's got Bowers with ahead of steam on the 1st down. He had cut out to the left, made the catch running back to the right, and he beat his man, Jordan Battle, out of Alabama to get inside and pick up enough for the 1st down.
Good job by the Raiders offensive line picking up the blitz. They brought one more, ran a game inside. A little bit of a pick route. Almost got to Gardner, but he did a good job at keeping his eyes where he needed to go. Go to Brock Bowers on the underneath route to get the 1st down.
Minshew 3 of 5 for 39 yards. They've also picked up a crucial pass interference on Cincinnati. Maybe the final play of the quarter, down to 7 seconds. Minshew's under center with a hard count. He does not have to snap it. The play clock much higher, and he's not going to snap it, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. So we're seeing that a lot down the stretch here this year. Teams realizing the clock. They're trying to get a free 5 yards. They don't. But that'll take us to the 2nd and what has been an entertaining 1st. Raiders 7, Bengals 7. Raiders offense playing well. 2nd quarter coming up next. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's Jerry Robinson here. Want to take your Raiders pride, poise, and commitment to excellence to the next level? Then come aboard the official Raiders fan cruise presented by Seaside Events, partying on the deck of the Norwegian Bliss with legends like Henry Lawrence, Kenny King, Jeff Barnes, Mervin Fernandez, and myself. Enjoying an exclusive beach party, stunning Mexican Riviera. Spaces are filling up quickly. Head to RaidersFanCruise.com now to get ready to create lifetime memories with your favorite Raider legends. See you on the cruise.
As the official ticket marketplace of the Raiders and the NFL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game. Whether you're cheering on the Raiders at home or away, Ticketmaster has you covered. With Ticketmaster's interactive seat map, you'll get a 360-degree preview of your seat so you can make sure you have the best view of those pivotal plays. Plus, the Ticketmaster app makes it easy to sell or transfer your tickets if your plans change, and the mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Find tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Raiders. That's Ticketmaster.com/Raiders.
Let's go, Raider Nation. You heard them. Time to hit the nearest drink station for a cocktail with Absolute Vodka. I'm talking smooth Moscow Mules, bold Bloody Marys, and Vodka-Ritas to match your victory dances. Absolute Vodka, mixing it up with Raider Nation.
Enjoy responsibly. Absolute Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Absolute Spirits Company. New York, New York.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Starts the second quarter. It's just the third drive total in this game. Raiders had an opening drive, 11-play, 70-yard scoring drive. Bengals had a follow-up 13-play, 70-yard scoring drive. Raiders picked up a first down on the final play of the first quarter and begin the second with a 1st and 10 on their own 42 from the left hash as we work left to right. Minshew's onto the gun. He moves Harrison Bryant, one of the two tight ends, over to the left. Snap. Play action. Minshew fakes the middle, dumps it to Bryant at the 40. He's got a little bit of space out across the 45. And Osai there, check that to wrap him up. Akeem Davis-Gaither around the ankle. So he picked up 4. It'll bring up second down.
Well, just a real quick release by Gardner Minshew, taking his check down route when his original man didn't come open. I'd like to see him go through his progression, trust his protection just a little bit more to maybe take a shot down the field, but you have to allow time for your receivers to open up things on the second level.
Bryant was inactive last week. He came back. He's got his 8th catch of the year. His first season with the Raiders, coming over from Cleveland. Second down and 6. Minshew hands it off up the middle. Zamir White tripped up from behind by the corner, Mike Hilton. But he did have enough momentum to take it out to the 48-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 right near midfield. They'll snap this link right from the orange and that Bengals B.
Yeah, Milton, the Hilton, the corner, came off of the edge. There was a receiver that was running. I don't know if it was Trey Tucker or Jacoby Myers, but you've got to look for that color when shooting. You got to make sure you take it because that could have been a bigger game.
And again, they bring in Alexander Madison on 3rd down. He's got 22 catches on the year, which is only behind Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers on the season. Raiders 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They move Trey Tucker from the slot to the right, wide out to the left. He's right next to Brock Bowers. Snap to Minshew, looking left, throwing left. He's looking for Bowers over his shoulder. Holds it in, no, it comes out. He could not bring it down to the turf. It was over his outside shoulder at the 30-yard line, working on Jordan Battle. And as he came down to the ground link, it fell out of his arms.
Well, Andrews Pete was beat immediately off the line by Hendrickson. And Gardner Minshew really didn't have a choice. He had to put this ball up as quickly as he did. And there's tight coverage on Bowers. Like we said, they're going to play them tight. They know you want to get the ball to number 89. They're going to play him aggressive and tight.
That's a great throw by Minshew.
It is.
Because he had Geno Stone over the top. He had to put it there. And Bowers, his hands are so strong. We've seen it all year. He was able to get it to his belly, but as he hit the ground, he just could not haul it in. So Trenton Irwin back deep to receive this punt from A.J. Cole, who angles it to the far sideline. He waves his right arm. Irwin calls for the fair catch at the 10. So a 42-yard punt and nothing on the return. The Bengals will take over on their own 10-yard line in a 7-7 game. 90 seconds into the second quarter. We'll step aside. You're listening to Raiders football.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we're sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2024 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member FDIC.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority-owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high-quality, made-from-scratch, gooey, melts-in-your-mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
It's Funny Link, our buddy Eddie Pascal, who does so much of the great work with the podcast and all the work that he does for Raider Nation Radio. And he pointed out it's amazing that in his rookie season we already expect Brock Bowers to make that catch, as difficult as it is. That just shows how good he has been.
No doubt. And definitely he's going to be a star for a long time coming. The Raiders are proud to have him.
7-7 game, Bengals. 1st and 10, ends onto our right from the 10. They hand it off, running to the right. Chase Brown's got a hole across the 15, and he's brought down on that side by Isaiah Polamalu, and a late flag thrown from the secondary.
A lot of times where it comes in is holding on the offense.
That's what Max Crosby's pointing at with his left arm.
Coming in from the deep secondary, it's usually like a guard or a center who's being holding the defensive tackle.
Well, if it is, it'll negate a 7-yard run by Chase Brown. The Raiders have not been able to stop him yet today here in this opening half. Still waiting. Brad Rogers in a conversation with two of his officials. Now one leaves the huddle. They're standing at the 13-yard line. And now he wants to confer again.
There's no foul on the play for a face mask. It will be second down.
All right, so it wasn't going to be a hold. It would have been on the Raiders. And so they talked about it. They took it off, and it's second down and 3 here for Cincinnati. And really, I think the Raiders did not get any negative plays on that opening drive. Bengals marched there 70 yards and 13 plays. Burrow empties the backfield, sends Chase Brown wide right. He's got Jamar Chase slot to the left. Takes the snap. Burrow looks over the middle, fires down the seam, caught by All at the 30. He spins into a tackle by Polamalu at the 34, but a dart to his rookie tight end out of Iowa, and a pick of a 13 and a first down.
Just a seam route, a simple seam route where as soon as the tight end clears the linebacker area, he finds a hole. And this is back to the middle of the field. The Raiders have had issues with it all season. It's continuing right now.
Out to the 35-yard line, so that's a gain of 18 yards for the Bengals. Joe Burrow is 9 of 9 for 67 yards to 5 different receivers. Back to the pistol. Back to Brown behind him as the tailback. Snaps. He pops it forward to Jamar Chase, trying to work his way left. Nate Hobbs giving chase, and he shoves him out of bounds onto the near sideline, but he takes it out to the 42 for a pickup of 7. He had Chase motioning right to left. He snapped it. He threw it right forward towards the line, and all the momentum picked up 7 yards.
Well, it goes down in the stats as a pass, but it's an extended run. It's very simple to bubble screens and tunnel screens that teams like to throw when you're trying to get outside of all the main stuff from the defense. So nice little sweep run for the Bengals that time, picks up 8.
And Chase again playing today without his running mate T. Higgins. He was listed as doubtful with a quad injury, his second straight miss, his 4th miss of the year. Burrow, toss play, left side, Chase Brown trying to cut outside. There's Tyree Wilson dragging him down and waiting for Isaiah Polamalu to help. Wilson stretched it out to the 42, and he dragged him down by his shoulders for a pickup of 1.
It looked like that last play that Wilson was going up against Cody Ford, who's another backup tackle they've got going in there. That's supposed to be a win by Wilson.
Last week, Wilson had his first sack of the season, handed on Patrick Mahomes. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Bengals. They need to get across the 45-yard line. Again, on the year, they are 5th best in the NFL, converting 45%. Burrow's changing the play. He's moving Yoshivash left to right in motion. Now snaps, looks left, throws left, has a low catch by Chase right at the 45, and he reached the ball across the line on the near sideline for a first down. Trayvon Merrick was in tight coverage, but Jamar Chase just so good, he throws it out his outside shoulder.
You're having to play a tandem coverage with Jack Jones and Trayvon Merrick. Going up against the big star receiver, Jamar Chase. Joe Burrows didn't even waste any time. Gave the ball to number 1 to get the first down and keep the chains moving.
That's what happens. They've got this star receiver. They're still trying to, remember, it was Cock would he play. He was holding out till the beginning of the season, but he has had a whale of a season again. Burrow's going to pass on first down, looking right, throwing right. He's got all out of the backfield at the 50, trying to break away from Hobbs, who stayed with him outside the numbers on the right. And he held the catch down to a 5-yard pickup. Eric All looked like he was going to have a ton of space, but Nate Hobbs was out there. But Link, Joe Burrow has completed 12 straight passes to start this game. That is a career high for the 5th-year pro out of LSU.
Yeah, and Eric All, their tight end, who just caught that last puck, their rookie, has come up a little bit short. Young man out of Iowa. Fell back down, could not get off the field.
So they will come out, and he's popped himself back up, and he's going to limp over to the sideline, but he is back up. And so Eric All will come off the field, and Brad Rogers is looking over towards the folks on the TV side because they had initially waited for a timeout, but now that all those folks that had run out onto the field with water bottles are running back to the sidelines because we're not taking a timeout. So they will immediately take Eric All into the blue tent here on the near sideline. He's got 3 catches today. A rookie second-round pick out of Michigan. And you talked about Mike Gesicki, Link, their tight end last week who had a big game. He has not been part of it yet today. In fact, Tanner Hudson and Drew Sample have other catches, and he does not.
Yeah, look for it here to get the first down. It's a place they like to go to their tight ends.
On 2nd and 5, Burrow throwing again. Dumps it short. He runs the screen. Chase Brown at midfield. He tries to get ahead of steam. Carrying defenders. Broken tackle. And he's down to the Raiders' 36-yard line. He caught it behind the line of scrimmage, and then Matthew Butler had to chase him down, but not before Chase Brown picks up 13 more on the screen out to the left.
What I appreciate most about this play, Jason, is that Chase Brown gets the screen and then gets straight upfield. He doesn't waste time trying to run to the outside. Gets upfield, gets the first down, makes the defense pay.
Yeah. Now, he has certainly had a much better year than Zach Moss, who they signed from Indianapolis, who's inactive today. There's just a speed and an energy when he touches the ball. Fullbacks in the game for Burrow. They hand off to Chase Brown, and K'Lavon Chaisson has him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. He does fall forward for a gain of 1 to the 35, but Chaisson, who was coming around the left side, made the stop behind, and that's the 2nd and 9 as the whistle stop. There's a Raider down right there at the 35-yard line. It is Nate Hobbs, who was slow to get up, who was holding his right ankle. He sat up, and now he lays back down on the turf. And so the training staff out there to look at Nate Hobbs at the 35, and we'll take a timeout. 8:58 to go in the first half. Raiders 7, Bengals 7. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now. Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix, Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 11/9/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates and limited restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
How powerful is Cox Fiber?
Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live?
Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber, from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Nate Hobbs hobbled off to the far sideline, the assistant of one member of the training staff who went right into the blue tent. Was favoring his right leg, not able to put as much weight on it.
That'd be a big loss.
He is out of the game. Darnay Holmes checks in to play in the slot. And he's trying to foul Jamar Chase as Burrow moves Chase Brown closer to the line like he's going to block. Raiders showing a blitz here on 2nd and 9. Burrow with the snap. He hasn't missed a pass yet. Still hasn't. He throws it low, and Jamar Chase scrambles to the ground to make the catch at the 30. And he puts the ball at the 29 where he was tapped down by Jack Jones. So he picked up 6. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Though I'm curious, Jason, why is Jacorian Bennett not in the game? They've got Richardson in there playing the opposite corner of Jack Jones. I'm wondering what happened with Bennett.
Well, we'll have to see if there's an update on there because I do not see him standing on the far sideline either.
I'm looking for it as well.
So Raiders, Adam Butler left this game. He's back in. Colton Miller's being looked at with an ankle injury. They lost a couple members of the secondary for what is now a 3rd down and 3 for the Bengals. Burrow moves Chase Brown. He was out wide. Now they bring him. He show blitz. The Raiders back out of it. Burrow throws right. It's caught it right at the sticks. Oh, what a grab made by Mike Gesicki. He was hit by Charles Snowden right when he caught it and hung on to it for a 1st down on the 25-yard line.
Well, I told you that Joe Burrow's not going to hold on to the football for long. The Raiders bring a little bit of a dog, not a blitz, brought a game in the middle, but the ball came out quickly.
Charles Snowden made a great play on the ball, but tough hands there by Gesicki. And Burrow is now 15 of 15. He came into this week. He told everybody this was a must-win game, and he's playing like it. Raiders defense needs a stop. 2 receivers each way. 1st and 10. Fakes the run. Throws it. It's batted up in the air. Crosby, oh! Almost picked off. Jonah Laulu saw the ball up in the air. He was trying to lunge for it and just could not get his hands out far enough on the deflection straight into the sky by Crosby.
Well, Max Crosby got into the backfield so quickly, he just could not find the ball after he tipped it up because it came down right in the same area. It would have definitely been a surefire interception for him.
And you know what, Link? If Joe Burrow doesn't fall to the turf, because that kind of is what Laulu tripped over, you have a different story.
Now, this is not a good sign. Hobbs is being taken back into the locker room by Carr.
He's on a car. We'll get to that in a second. Burrow on 2nd and 10. Steps up into the pocket. Throws across the middle. Oh, and broken up. Polamalu with a huge hit on the intended receiver, Trenton Irwin, at the 15-yard line. And the ball got there, and that is the first incompletion. Well, the second because the batted ball. So back-to-back incompletions for Joe Burrow. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, you're listening to Raiders football. So a 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Bengals. And Antonio Pierce takes a timeout. Timeout here, his first of the half with 7:11 to go. And a 7-7 ball game, Link, which gets us back to your point. The cart came out to the far sideline and then took Nate Hobbs back. Now, the Raiders' locker room is over to the left. He went over to the right, so he's going to the X-ray room.
Yes, you're right.
And again, it looked like it was an ankle or a foot injury. So Nate Hobbs not out there, and to your point, Jacorian Bennett is now back on the field.
Back on the field.
So it's Jacorian Bennett and the rookie DeCamerion Richardson at the outside corner spots. Darnay Holmes, who the Raiders picked up from New York right before the season started. He's playing slot, and Polamalu and Trayvon Merrick back there, and what is now a 3rd down and 10.
Now this is the Raiders' dime front that you're seeing with the secondary substitutions.
Yeah. And they walk Richardson up towards the line. 3 receivers to the left, including Gesicki. Burrow's starting to talk. He's changing the plays in the shotgun. Raiders kind of moving around, including Robert Spillane. They come with just 4. Burrow back to throw. He escapes the pocket. Crosby giving chase. He floats down the near sideline for Gesicki. He grabs it. Incomplete. He caught it over the head of DeCamerion Richardson and was holding onto it over his helmet as he hit the pylon, but the officials say he was out of bounds when he made the catch.
One of the things that Gesicki does so well is he uses his size as an advantage against some undersized defenders, and that's what Burrow was banking on the wheel route. Just an out-and-up move. He's trying to get it back to his tight end.
Now, Link, I don't know if his feet came down, but his back hit the out-of-bounds marker, so his first foot was out of bounds. Didn't matter.
First foot and second foot were out of bounds. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Right.
Evan McPherson will come on to try what will be a 44-yard field goal from the right hash. He is 11 of 15 on the year. 3 of those 4 misses, though, have been from beyond 50-plus. The hero for the Bengals from the playoffs a couple of years ago. Good snap, good hold. The kick is hitting right towards the upright, and it sneaks in. It wasn't the best kick, but it only has to go between the uprights. They don't tell you how far, and he makes it from 44. So the Bengals, a 14-play drive, and their opener was a 13-play drive. And Cincinnati's got 10 unanswered. 10-7, Bengals on top. 7 minutes to go even here in the second quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn. And the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kula Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kula Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Tim Cates inside the Silver and Black Studios with a scoreboard update brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights. Book now only at Allegiant.com. 8 minutes to go, first half in Cleveland. Justin Herbert, a 66-yard touchdown pass to Quentin Johnston. His second touchdown pass of the game as the Chargers lead the Browns 13-3. Cowboys trail the Atlanta Falcons 14-3. 5 minutes to go, second quarter. In Buffalo, they hit the 2-minute warning. Dolphins 2-0 with the touchdown pass. They lead Josh Allen of the Bills 10-3. Go back out now to Jason Lincoln, guys.
I remember it was Tua who got concussed against the Bills earlier this season and came back last week. They lost to Arizona, but the Dolphins trying to prevent the Bills from completely running away from the AFC East. Here, Raiders started with an opening drive, touchdown drive. The Bengals have answered with 10 unanswered. A 13-play touchdown drive And now a 14-play, 65-yard, 6:29 off the clock with a 44-yard Evan McPherson field goal as he booms the kickoff right to left all the way through the end zone, about 6 yards beyond the end line, and it'll come out to the 30. Link time of possession, Cincinnati 14.5, the Raiders 8.5. 7 minutes to go even here in the second quarter, and the Raiders got to score. Remember, they have not scored more than 10 in a first half all season long.
Yeah, and look, they've only had 2 drives, and the Bengals have done a good job at controlling the clock and keeping the ball away, but now the Raiders have to make something out of every possession if it's going to be that type of game going forward.
And Colton Miller is not back out there, Link, to start this drive. Remember, he left with an ankle injury, so he is questionable to return. So Andrus Peat still at left tackle, Cody Whitehair at left guard. Minshew starts in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, Trey Tucker to the right. It's a handoff to Madison, who tries to avoid a tackler, stays on his feet out past the 30, and he drives the offense out to the 31-yard line. But again, he has to make a move, Link, at 3 yards beyond the end line.
And it looked like they were running a play called power, where it's a double team at the point between the tackle and the guard to the backside linebacker. The backside puller kicks out the end man on the line of scrimmage. The problem becomes is there's still too much penetration between the guard and the tackle sort of double team to make a way for them to get in the hole.
Raiders got to stay on the field here. The offense has to stay on the field. You cannot put the defense back out there the length they've played. 2 receivers to the right, 2nd down and 9. Shotgun to Minshew. He's looking right. Now comes left. Throws to the far sideline. Has Jacoby Myers. And he moves beyond midfield. Tackled at the Bengals 48-yard line. DJ Turner, the second-year man out of Michigan in coverage, but Myers caught a one-on-one and picks up 20 yards.
And what Jacoby Myers did great right here is it was a back shoulder throw by Gardner Minshew. Jacoby created some space between him and the defender, Turner, to come back and get that football.
So it's a fresh set of downs. They marked him on the 49-yard line. Gardner Minshew, 5 of 8. He missed his first 2 passes. He's 5 of his last 6 for 62. Myers motions. He's the lone receiver out to the left. Ramel Keaton on the field, split out wide right. Minshew throws over the middle. Has Myers on a slant to the 35. Lowers his shoulder at the 30. And he's spun down by Geno Stone at the Bengals 26. Quick slant to the left, and Jacoby for 23 more.
Nice little scissors route between Brock Bowers, and the Cincinnati Bengals were paying attention to number 89 rather than number 16. The slant route came wide open because the linebacker was nosy, looking in the backfield. Good job by Gardner Minshew finding the open receiver. And good job by Jacoby Myers yards after the catch.
And again, they missed him so badly against Pittsburgh and the Rams. It's so good to have him back. Keaton stays on the field, split out to the left. Minshew tries the run to the right. Now he throws it left. He's got Myers. And he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell was watching him, Link. He was started on the right side, and as Gardner rolled to the left, Jacoby was following him, and right at the line, it's a loss of 1.
Well, they had no one fooled on this last play. When I look at the replay, Jason, I see the fact that there's so many orange jerseys in the backfield. The moment that Gardner Minshew turns around on the play fake, there's really nowhere to go with the football. He has to get rid of it.
Yep. He has not yet been sacked today. The Raiders' offensive line for pass protection has done a good job against the Bengals defense that came into the game, just 12 sacks. Minshew empties the backfield. He sent Madison wide out left. Snap. Looking over the middle. He pumps. Now there's the pressure. He dives his head. He's taken down. Right on cue. Exactly what I just didn't want to happen. Trey Hendrickson came around the left side against Andrus Peat and dropped him back for a loss of 7, and it's 3rd and forever.
Yeah, Chris Jenkins was also in there. It was just an all-out jailbreak. The protection held up at first, Jason, for the first start of the play, but Gardner's got to find somewhere to go with the football. It should not be able to get there with 4. He tries to sort of split and get upfield, maybe use his legs, and the pocket collapses around him.
Down to 3:40 to go here before halftime. Bengals up 10-7. Raiders from here would be a 53-yard field goal. It's 3rd down and 19. Snap. Handoff. Madison cuts in the hole. Has the 30. Lowers the shoulder. And he picks up all the sack yards down to the 28-yard line. So he picked up 8. Von Bell in the secondary made the stop. Good hard run by Madison. And there's another Raider down on the offensive line. And they're going to whistle this one, and they're going to come out to look at the veteran. And remember, Andrus Peat is on the field for the injured Colton Miller.
Now it's becoming a mash unit. I think AP and Getsy ran that play the last time to Madsen to draw, just a safe play. They were conceding to go for a field goal.
Yeah, which they will attempt on the other side. But while the training staff looks at Andrus Peat, the backup left tackle, will step aside. 3:14 to go before halftime. Raiders will try and tie it with a field goal next. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
What's the greatest chill in Raider Nation? How about catching a game from Coors Light Landing with a great view, seat service, and even a cup holder that keeps your beer cold? Well, get ready, Raiders fans, because Coors Light is giving you the chance to win silver seat tickets to a game at Allegiant Stadium. Visit CoorsLight.com/Raiders to learn more and enter. No purchase necessary. Starts 8/5/24, ends 1/31/25 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Enter by 11/10/24 for silver seats ticket. Must be legal resident of Nevada or Utah, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/Raiders. Celebrate responsibly.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kuloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Andrus Peat was helped off the field and kind of walking gingerly. Again, Colton Miller already out of this game at the moment, has not come back. So the Raiders offensive line, who was already missing Andre James, is down some more as we're set for a field goal attempt presented by Smiths. Fresh for everyone. 46-yarder for Carlson from the left hash mark. A.J. Cole put down the snap from Bobenmeyer. Good snap, good hold. Carlson's right-legged kick is through. And we are tied at 10 with 2:58 to go here in the second quarter. Daniel Carlson now 16 of 18 on the year. And Link, the only kick he has missed all year from inside of 50 was week 1 against the Chargers from 49 yards.
Yeah, it certainly is a pleasure and a privilege to have special teams that are as qualified as the Raiders have. And then when you talk about the defense, that packs a potent punch. If they can ever get this offensive thing figured out, it'd be a real force.
Raiders scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today. Available at your favorite retailer. 7 plays, 42 yards, 4:02 time of possession off the clock. 46-yard field goal. There were a couple of injury stoppages and a couple of timeouts. So, more like, 12 minutes of real time?
I like it. That sounds good. I like it. Let's use it. Let's go with it.
Raiders have scored on 2 of their 3 drives. Bengals have scored on both of their drives. And remember, like Cincinnati will get the ball to start the third quarter, that's and right. They have 2:58 and the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. So,
yeah, I saw AP on the side getting his guys fired up for this defensive series. They've got to go out there and find a way to win and get off the field.
Yeah, no question about that here. As Carlson will line it up. Gardner Minshew, Link, we've talked a lot about how his passes this year have been right near the line of scrimmage for the most part today. That has not been the case. They are throwing the ball downfield as Carlson's kick drives the return man back to the Annan Bengals, and he takes a knee. He's throwing the ball down the field, and so they are, for the most part, protecting him well. But now with a banged-up offensive line, you assume Thayer Munford, if Pete and Miller are hurt, comes in and plays left tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because you no longer, with Thayer Munford having to play, you no longer have the privilege of having your jumbo package, him at tight end.
So Joe Burrow, who started this game 15 of 15 for 104 yards, missed his last 3 passes. He comes out looking to throw. He's hit as he throws. It's high to chase. He bobbles. Oh, almost picked off. And a late flag thrown at the 35. There was great pressure on Burrow immediately as he threw it. It hit his receiver in the hands. He bottled it up in the air, and Crosby almost picked it off.
It should be an eligible receiver down the field on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that's a penalty that's going to back it up even more if AP wants to take it.
Ineligible man downfield, number 71, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That is Amarius Mims. By the way, in case you were wondering, Max Crosby, all he has in his career, does not have a career interception. So that would have been first. I mean, it hit Jamar Chase in the helmet, but Crosby Link was coming for the tackle. If he was looking for the ball, he would have had it.
Yeah, Crosby was shallow to the line of scrimmage when his offensive lineman released him. He wasn't looking for the ball, but you're right. He had it and it touched with one hand.
So 1st and 15 for Burrow. Low snap, has it, looking over the middle, floats for Gesicki, brings it in at the 40, first down across the 45, and Merrick and Polamalu make the stop at the 49-yard line. He floated it right down the middle. That's 24 to Mike Gesicki.
And you come right back after you have a negative play and look at the wide
48 with 2:10 to go here before halftime. And the Bengals look like they're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. 2:05 to go, and they will not snap it again as we have hit the 2-minute warning. We are tied at 10. Bengals and Raiders here in a fast-moving, entertaining first half. We're tied. Bengals on the move, though. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now. Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix, Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 11/9/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates and limited restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Raiders football is brought to you by Allegiant Air. Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, nonstop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Coca-Cola, crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By Cox and Cox Business, powered by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
10-10 ball game here in Cincinnati. Raiders trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Bengals said coming into this game it was must win. Joe Burrow has been nearly perfect, 16 of 19 for 128 yards, a touchdown pass to Chase Brown. He's 9 carries for 34 yards. Raiders defense is starting to play better against the run, but they have not been able to really stop anything down the field for Joe Burrow, who hasn't really taken deep shots yet today, but they've been picking apart the Raiders left and right, and we got a 10-10 game.
And when you think about it, if you're Joe Burrow and this offensive staff, you know what you're going up against. You're going up against a very stingy defense and a potent pass rush. You're not going to hold the ball back there unless you absolutely have to. And because they've had some success running the football and throwing the short pass, their offense has been able to move.
Out of the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 6 for the Bengals on the Raiders' 48-yard line. They show blitz. They come with it. Burrow, pressure, hit by Crosby in the backfield. Oh, and a flag thrown.
Yeah, they're going to call him.
Wow, a couple of different things. I think this was going to be offsides on Crosby, but I didn't hear whistles to blow it dead.
No,
then they threw a flag, like it was going to be roughing the passer because he drilled him, but I didn't hear a whistle.
Well, that's just it. The side judge who did throw the flag on Crosby jumping off sides did not whistle and came in late waving his arms, which is a no-no. You're supposed to whistle as soon as possible. So they could very well do both.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Offside defense, number 98, who was unabated to the quarterback. We were blowing the whistle to shut the play down. Personal foul, number 98, 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, so here, a couple of things, right? Obviously, you're in a loud stadium. We have the microphones on the field up here. And you saw it, like no question Max jumped off sides, but Link, they don't always shut plays down unless you're unabated to the quarterback because they have a free play.
It was not that loud.
Burrow was passing.
I know, we could hear Burrow make calls from down there, and it's not that loud. There were not enough refs that were saying that the play was dead.
Yeah.
I think it's a cheap foul.
No question. That's a bad job. That's a bad job, and I know they want to protect Burrow, but he didn't look like he was passing. He wasn't trying to throw the ball. He hands it off to Chase Brown, cuts in the hole 25, and he's into the secondary, and Merrick spins him around at the 21, outside the right hash mark. It's a 12-yard pickup and a first down. By the way, that penalty is on Crosby, the first on the Raiders today. They haven't had any. They've cleaned that up today, but those were big ones, and it's 1st and 10, Cincinnati at the 21 with 1:38 to go.
Yeah, and right now the defense is reeling, trying to get back into it after that penalty. It already puts Cincinnati in field goal place, and now they're trying to run out as much time as they can.
That's right. Yeah, they have all their timeouts left.
Absolutely.
Raiders need to hold them to a field goal attempt. Remember, Bengals get the ball to start the third. Raiders show a blitz. Here they come. Burrow, quick throw. He's got Jamar Chase trying to get a block across the 20. And he breaks a tackle. And he's carrying Trayvon Merrick for a first down to the 10-yard line. And now we're inside of 1:10 to go. Bennett was there, and so too was Polamalu and Merrick. They didn't bring him down.
Yeah, and that cannot happen. You cannot have a wide receiver on the tunnel screen carry 2 of your defenders. The Raiders decide to bring a nickel blitz, try to generate some pressure. The quick thing the Bengals did was get rid of the football, but you've got to bring down the receiver right away.
And Antonio Pierce in this moment not choosing to use his timeouts. With 45 seconds, Bengals are in no hurry. Again, they have all three, so they don't have to be. It's 1st and goal at the 10. Burrow brings Chase Brown back into the backfield, set to throw. He's looking left. He's pressured. He's over the middle. He's got his man at the 5. It's Yoshivas. He dives. Touchdown, Bengals. He found his man out of Princeton, streaking across the middle, and with 32 seconds to go before halftime, Burrow's got his second touchdown pass of the afternoon, and the Bengals up 16-10.
Nothing magical about it, just a simple crossing around the middle of the field as the Raiders vacated after they pulled out from blitz back into their coverage area, and it's yards after the catch. Burrow throws a short pass, nice little dump off, gets it to his receiver who stretches for the end zone.
Yeah, he's got it.
Touchdown.
Yep. He went completely horizontal, kept his legs off the ground, and got that ball right to the white line of the goal line.
That's all you need.
Andre Yoshivas, in his second year out of Princeton, had all 6'3" stretched across. His 15th catch of the year is his 4th touchdown of the year. And man, Joe Burrow today has been surgical. 17 of 20 for 139 and now 2 touchdowns.
That's why he was the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yep.
That forearm is down before that ball broke the plane. I don't think it should be a touchdown.
Well, they confirmed it. Yep. So McPherson on for the extra point. It's a good snap in the hold and the kick, and it's good. The whole operation is good. Bengals 17, Raiders 10. And now, Link, if you're Antonio Pierce after that 6-play, 70-yard drive and a touchdown, again, all assisted by the penalties on Max Crosby there. You got 2 timeouts. You got 32 seconds. Most likely you're going to have the ball at the 30. You're down 17-10. The offense has played well. Can you play this aggressively with a 4-game losing streak, knowing the Bengals get the ball first?
I mean, I think you want to play it aggressively. I just don't know how aggressive you can be, especially now that you're down 2 tackles.
Well, both on the left side.
That's exactly. Well, I'm still. You're down 2 tackles. Yeah. You're down to your third tackle. If Thayer Munford comes out and play for Andreas Peat, which is probably looking like it's going to happen, it's hard to say that we need to take a shot downtown when you don't have the adequate protection.
But again, though, can you take a couple of 15, 20-yard plays? You're not saying in 32 seconds you're trying to score touchdown, but can you get the field goal?
Yeah. You could try to take a strike in the middle of the field, but you got to have protection. And if I'm Cincinnati, I'm blitzing.
Yeah,
I'm breaking the house.
Here's the other thing. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm not kicking this 8 yards into the end zone. I'm trying to get it in the landing zone. McPherson approaches with the kick. He is kicking it into the end zone. In fact, he's kicking it 9 yards deep. And so they will have 32 seconds. They will have the 30. And in today's new kickoff rules linked with these touchbacks and kickers who can all kick from 55, you only need 30 yards and 32 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Right. So much to your point, I would have thought you might want to kick it underneath and activate the clock.
Yeah,
especially
you got to make them touch it.
But more times than not, special teams coordinators, especially in the pro game these days, want you to kick it long and say, I want to take all the decisive decision-making out of it. I don't want anything to break down and give up a big return.
And it is Thayer Munford out at left tackle.
Yes.
So Colton Miller, who left, and Andrews Peat, who left, neither one in there. Raiders have Amir Abdullah in the backfield. Brock Bowers motions over to the left. See how aggressive they are. 2 receivers out to the left for Minshew. Shotgun, he is going to pass. He throws it over the middle. He's got Myers at the 45, and he's brought down by Geno Stone. And the Raiders, who have their timeouts, take one of the two. Only 6 seconds come off the clock. A beautiful strike to Jacoby between defenders for 17 yards.
Well, what a nice post route against the double safeties covering. And Gardner Minshew does a good job at taking the seam and getting to Jacoby Myers quickly rather than letting the play develop too long.
And that was between two different Bengals defenders.
Yes.
One of his best passes of the day. And Jacoby here in the first half, like 5 catches on 5 targets for 80 yards.
Having a big game.
Brock Bowers, 2 for 16. He had a couple of drops, although tough coverage. But again, that, like a play like that now lets you say, hey, we only need 15 yards to at least have a shot for Carlson, who can hit from 50, 55.
Well, what I was surprised is the way the Bengals played, their secondary played off. They did not play press. They did not make it difficult for you to escape the line of scrimmage. And that gave Jacoby Myers a free release into the secondary. I thought that was a mistake. If anything, you allow your pass rush to get to this offense, to get to this quarterback. You don't make it easier for him.
Minshew comes out with an empty set. 1st and 10 on the Bengals 40 on their own 47. 27 seconds. They put one more on the clock. There's the snap. Quick throw out to the right. Jacoby with some blockers across midfield down to the Bengals 47. And a tackle made right there by Jordan Battle. They got to go quickly, though, down to 22, and the Raiders did take their last time out.
They didn't. I wish they didn't, to be honest with you. They would have been better off just giving the ball to the umpire, either spiking it or taking another play, because you need that time. You need that timeout to throw down the middle of the field. In this instance, to get you more yards.
Well, I will say this, though. So their ball is spotted, Link, on that catch at the Bengals 47. You know, you've got 23 seconds. They just added one more second on the clock. You know, you can throw 10, 15 yards and get up and spike, and you have plenty of time to kick this, even if you're in the middle of the field.
Absolutely, but you need to communicate it to your offensive lineman, everyone in the huddle.
That's
Whoever
right.
does it, give the ball to the umpire, get up to the line of scrimmage as quickly as possible.
So it's 2nd down and 4. Gardner Minshew and the Raiders trying to get points before halftime. They're down 17-10.
And now the Bengals are playing tighter to the closest line of scrimmage.
And they're also looking like they're blitzing. Cody Whitehair is talking to Jordan Meredith. They're both looking at Minshew. Now they're ready to go. There's the snap. They bring 5. He settles for the near sideline and miscommunication. Jacoby Myers stopped, Link, on the Bengals 34. The ball was thrown more to like the 25 or the 30.
Minshew is limping.
Yep. And he's favoring his left leg.
Yep. He is limping.
Earlier in this game, he was favoring his right shoulder, and he is badly limping as he walks back into the huddle.
I saw that.
And it's 3rd down, too, so that's the other part here. You need 4 yards to get a first down, but, you know, if he's limping that badly, I don't know if he could throw a Hail Mary if they had to. 20 seconds to go. Still plenty of time trying to get in field goal range.
Look at them doubling Bowers.
And Minshew's talking to the line. Bengals are showing blitz. They don't come with it. He's fumbling. He throws a screen at the feet of Abdullah. They were trying to set up a screen out to the right, but there was pressure coming off the edge from behind. He felt it, and he throws it into the ground. And now, Link, you got 17 seconds. You've got 4th down on the Bengals 47. You go for this and don't get it. You're giving Joe Burrow and company chance, and I think Antonio Pierce is going to punt it.
Yeah, you got to punt it. Unfortunately, you got to punt it. You can't take the chance. As capable as Joe Burrow is, and the fact that they still have 3 timeouts on that side, you're playing with fire if you don't.
That's right.
There's no guarantee your offense can get it. Use your special teams. You have to do what you have to do. You got to this position, but you can't go any further. It is what it is.
Well, the Raiders haven't run a fake punt all year. There's a flag down.
It's a delay game.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
They take the penalty.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see what that injury looks like to Gardner Minshew as he was badly hobbling over to the sideline. The training staff is working on him. He's 9 of 14 for 106 yards here in the first half. He has taken a sack. And a timeout taken by Zach Taylor, his first of the half.
And I wonder if the Cincinnati Bengals want to try to come after this punt, what do you have to lose?
Or if maybe he saw something and he was worried about a fake punt, the other part of that too.
Nothing out of the ordinary other than both of the gunners on the same side of the field for the Raiders special teams. So, which just means that you're going to try to put it into that corner. A.J. Cole's going to try to put it into the Raiders bench corner side.
Well, the ball is on the right hash. To your point, if he's doing that, he's going to try and kick it to the left hash. And yes, that's right. So now Richardson is the gunner out to the left, and Thomas Harper moved out to the right in his normal spot. Chris Smith is the protector. There's the snap to A.J. Cole. The Bengals don't come after it. He does end over end into the far side of the field. Irwin is waving, telling everybody to get away from it. Bounces high at the 12 and bounces at the 7. And the Raiders will down it at the 3-yard line. So a nice job by A.J. Cole on a 49-yard punt with nothing on the return to put that one inside the 5.
There's a flag down.
With 5 seconds to go.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team number 28. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
That's rookie Josh Newton. So it'll be down at the 2.5. And again, Joe Burrow, I mean, all that means is he can't take any steps backwards to take a knee because that would be a safety.
Right.
So they'll mark that penalty off the ball. They'll place it down probably at the 2. They haven't placed it yet.
Yeah, it looks like
inside the 2.
Yeah. Short of the 2.
Yep. So they are coming out like they're going to take a knee. He's going to have to be careful not to drop it in the end zone. He snaps. He does take the knee at the 1, and he hands it to Brad Rogers, the referee, and both teams run into the locker room. Well, the Raiders are all kinds of banged up. Colton Miller and Andrews Pete,
the end of the first half.
Nate Hobbs and Gardner Minshew, all those guys banged up. We'll see who comes out to play in the second half. Raiders offense did some good things, but they failed to score more than 10 in the first half for the 9th straight game, and the Bengals go into the locker room leading 17-10. When we return, Tim Cates rejoins us from the Silver and Black Studios with the Halftime Report. You're listening to Raiders football.
This football season, your number one goal is winning. At ABM, our number one goal is keeping you safe through the touchdowns, celebrations, and more. While you cheer on the Las Vegas Raiders and make lasting memories with family and friends, ABM is continuing to do our part by providing elevated janitorial services in Allegiant Stadium. For more information about ABM, contact our team at abm.com.
Hey, Silver and Black, ready to dominate like your Las Vegas Raiders? Check out the legendary Ford truck lineup, giving you not only the power to win, but the ability to choose how. Tackle the road ahead with 3 different powertrain options, like the gritty and gas-powered F-150, or the agile and all-electric Lightning. And don't forget the adaptable Maverick Hybrid. Ford Trucks, the only trucks tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
With points, so you can get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
At Bank of Nevada, we believe business banking is like football. It's about doing the little things right. Our local team of financial experts is here to coach you every step of the way to help you tackle your business goals. With our comprehensive range of tailored banking and financing services, we equip you with a winning game plan for your business. Bank of Nevada is proud to support the Las Vegas Raiders and proud to support your business growth and success. Discover the winning strategy by visiting bankofnevada.com. Bank of Nevada is a division of Western Alliance Bank. Member FDIC.
Now, rejoining us from the Silver and Black Studios, here's Tim Cates.
Halftime in Cincinnati, the Bengals with a 17-10 lead over the Las Vegas Raiders. Joe Burrow with a pair of touchdown passes in the first half. Zamir White with a touchdown run and a Daniel Carlson field goal. That's the scoring so far in this one. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the NFL in Week 9. 7 other early games. All of them are at the half. In Cleveland, the Chargers with a 20-3 lead over the Cleveland Browns. Quentin Johnston on the receiving end at a 66-yard touchdown pass from Justin Herbert. He's got 2 touchdown passes in the game, 250 yards passing, 14-16 for Justin Herbert. 4 catches, 118 yards and a touchdown for Quentin Johnston. Again, Chargers lead the Browns at the half in Cleveland, 20-3. They're at the half in Atlanta. Falcons lead the Cowboys 14-10. Kirk Cousins with a couple of touchdown passes. Dak Prescott with a touchdown pass.
That'll flank to his left. Prescott raising that left knee. Dropping back to pass. Pressure up the middle with a pump fake. Now steps up away from pressure. Stumbling. Running to his right. Throws back at the end zone. Ball is caught. Bobbled and then caught by Rico Dowdle. He had to jump for the pass from Prescott. Tipped it up in the air. A defender nearly got a hand on it. And then as he was falling to the turf, the ball came back in his direction. And Dowdle was able to cradle it and secure it for the Dallas touchdown.
Kevin Ray and Steve Berline on the call on Compass Media Networks. A 3-yard touchdown pass to Rico Dowdle from Dak Prescott. Falcons, though, lead the Cowboys 14-10. They started the third quarter now in Buffalo. The Dolphins with a 10-6 lead over Josh Allen and the Bills. They're at the half in Nashville. Titans 1-6 on the season, a 7-3 lead over the 2-win New England Patriots. They've started the third quarter at MetLife Stadium. The Commanders with a 21-7 lead over the New York Giants. Jaden Daniels 113 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Austin Eckler with a touchdown run. They're at the half in Charlotte. The New Orleans Saints, a 13-10 lead over the Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr back, missed 3 games with an oblique injury, 132 yards passing so far in this one. Bryce Young, a touchdown pass for Carolina. The Broncos in Baltimore taking on the Ravens. They're at the half, and Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes in the first half. Ravens a 24-10 lead. Bo Nix, 159 yards passing, but a costly interception. So you're caught up on all the other 7 early games here in Week 9 of the NFL. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll run down the first half stats and the highlights. Bengals a 7-point lead over the Raiders in Cincinnati, 17-10. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Cavea 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Richard.
Tim Kids back inside our Silver and Black studios with the halftime report. The Bengals lead the Raiders at the break, 17-10. The Raiders' first drive of the game was really good. 11 plays, 70 yards, 5.5 minutes off the clock. The Raiders moving the ball downfield. They got helped out on a pass interference call, but they made the most of it, marched down inside the red zone, inside the 10, and then punched it in with Zamir White.
So, it's a 3/4 of a foot away from the goal line. Minshew's under center. Moves Bowers in motion left to right. Snap, handoff, White through the middle. This time he's not touched. That's a no-doubter. Touchdown Raiders. Now it's Zamir White's first touchdown of the year. They don't even have to look at that one. And it's 6-0 Raiders with 9:36 to go in the first.
1-yard touchdown run from Zamir White, capping off a 70-yard drive. Daniel Carlson extra point was good. Back came Joe Burrow and the Bengals. A 13-play, 70-yard drive, almost 8 minutes off the clock. Each team had a drive in the first quarter, eating up clock. A Joe Burrow 1-yard touchdown pass to Chase Brown, and we were tied at 7 going to the second quarter. The Bengals, again, a long 14-play, 64-yard drive, 6.5 minutes off the clock. An extra field goal from 44 yards out made it a 10-7 Bengals lead. The Raiders came back real quick. 42 yards, 7 plays, 4 minutes. In the final 3 minutes, kick a field goal. Daniel Carlson, 46 yards out. That tied it at 10. But the Raiders' Achilles heel this year has been the last 2 minutes of the first half. As today they saw Joe Burrow go 5 plays, 70 yards. In the final 2 minutes, a 10-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good. A 17-10 Bengals lead. The Raiders have been outscored 46-6 in the last 2 minutes of the first half in all now 9 games this year. 46-6. They've been outscored in the final 2 minutes of the first half, and the Bengals did it again today with the touchdown in the final minute to take a 7-point lead at the break, 17-10. As a team, the Raiders just 137 yards of total offense. Keep in mind, 70 of that came on the first drive of the game. Gardner Minshew, 9 of 14, 106 yards passing. Alexander Madison, 6 carries, 28 yards. Zamir White, 6 carries, 10 yards and a touchdown. Brock Bowers just targeted 3 times. That's it. 2 catches, 16 yards. Jacoby Myers, 6 catches, 86 yards. That's it for the halftime report. Up next, we go back out to Cincinnati for the second half. Bengals 17, Raiders 10. I'm Tim Cates. You're listening to Raiders Football.
Raider Nation, JT the Brick here. Pizza Hut's original stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. This OG is topped and stuffed with almost 1 pound of cheese. It's the crust that's been converting crust deniers into crust lovers for over 2 decades. At just $13.99, our large original stuffed is topped with your favorite one topping served with hot, delicious melted cheese on top and inside the crust. Now at all Las Vegas Pizza Hut locations, availability charges and minimums vary. Pizza Hut is a proud partner of the
flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
With shared values of commitment to excellence, teamwork, and community service, NV Energy is proud to partner with the Las Vegas Raiders in our Seats for Soldiers program. To show our appreciation for Nevada's military and veteran service members, we're sending some of these deserving individuals to a Las Vegas Raiders home game at Allegiant Stadium during the 2024 season. When it comes to supporting Nevada's communities and its military, you can count on NV Energy. Visit Raiders.com/Seats for Soldiers to learn more.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority-owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high-quality, made-from-scratch, gooey, melts-in-your-mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
This football season, your number one goal is winning. At ABM, our number one goal is keeping you safe through the touchdowns, celebrations, and more. While you cheer on the Las Vegas Raiders and make lasting memories with family and friends, ABM is continuing to do our part by providing elevated janitorial services in Allegiant Stadium. For more information about ABM, contact our team at abm.com.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
It's the start of the second half of Raiders football. Now, let's rejoin Jason Horowitz and Lincoln Kennedy back out at the field.
Still finishing my last bit of Skyline Chili oyster crackers as we get set for the start of the second half. Raiders trailing the Bengals 17-10 to start this third quarter. No word yet, Link, on the status here of Nate Hobbs, Colton Miller, Andrus Peat, who all left the game. And, you know, Gardner Minshew they were working on his shoulder neck area at one point. He also was limping around at the end. So all kinds of banged up for this team as we start this third quarter.
The way Nate Hobbs went off the field in the card, I'll be surprised if we see him coming back. And only because I don't know the severity of the injury. I just know that usually they take precautions like that for the betterment of the player. And we are facing a bye week coming up next week.
I do see Brock Bowers, though, jumping around, trying to get loose on the far sideline.
Well, he's still got to wait. He's got another series defense first.
Yeah, well, of course he does. But he's ready. He's always ready. Raiders outgained 194-137 in the first half. Joe Burrow was 18 of 21 for 149 and 2 touchdowns, a 128 quarterback rating. Alexander Mattison had a great opening drive, 4 carries for 22 yards, but just 6 for 28 in the half. Zamir White had the touchdown. Jacoby Myers, the go-to guy, 6 catches, 86 yards, all but 1 target he hauled in that first half. Raiders have to kick it away to start the third quarter. Carlson booting it left to right. It's a line drive, angling towards the back right corner. It's only 3 yards deep, but they're not going to bring it out to the 30-yard line as they drop to a knee here in Cincinnati. Link, your other thoughts here in this first half? The defense really struggled against Joe Burrow. He picked him apart. How do they get to him here to start this third quarter?
Well, it's not. Here's the thing. You're going to have to play closer coverage, tighter coverage on the short and intermediate routes to take those away to allow your pressure to get to Joe Burrow. The problem with it is they've got a number of notable receivers, most notably Jamar Chase, that you can put it up over the top.
Yeah, 6 catches. He only had 37 yards, so nothing big, but he was the go-to and he converted 3 of those into first downs. Chase Brown had a solid first half. He's in the backfield with Burrow. Raiders come with a first down blitz. Robert Spillane almost got there. Burrow got out of it. Escapes out to the right. Eyes downfield. He's going to take off across the 30, 35, 40. Far sideline, first down. Stepped out of bounds right at 41-yard line. He picked up 11. Spillane in the blitz got there, but he got away from it and then picked up 11 yards.
Well, I don't know how Spillane missed on this one, and most notably Max Crosby, who came in second. They brought a little bit of a linebacker blitz. Spillane ran around the back and got in the backfield, but you could not contain Joe Burrow. That's when you have to have those disciplined rush lanes to not allow them to find some place to escape.
Remember, the Raiders have 26 games in a row with at least one sack. They do not have any or tackles for loss today. A first down run. Chase Brown right through the middle. Hops over the 45, across the 50, and into Raiders territory. Polamalu and Merritt combine on the tackle at the 39-yard line, but 21 yards right up the gut for Chase Brown.
Not a good sign for the Raiders defense. Notoriously they've struggled with the run, pretty much throughout the season at times, but that middle opened up wide for Brown to go through. That's not a good sign for the Raiders defense starting in this third quarter.
11 carries, 67 yards. He also has the touchdown grab that opened the game for Cincinnati. No Nate Hobbs, so he has not come back here to start the second half, just like you said, Link.
Hey, 7.
Burrow's out of the gun. Merrick showing blitz. He backs out of it. Burrow's going to throw. Looks right. Throws left. He's got an open man at the 30, and it's caught. Kendrick Pryor, his first action of the year, makes it right at the sticks at the 29. They just brought him up from the practice squad. He made the grab right at the numbers, and it's just short of the first down.
And it was just a simple curl route. Understanding Joe Burrow thought he had the blitz. When Trayvon Merrick pulled out of there, he knew that he had some time to settle it in and allow that curl route to develop. Just a straight curl route that almost got him another first down.
First career catch for Kendrick Pryor is the 8th different Bengal to have a catch today. 2nd and 1, just across the Raiders 30. Burrow, quick throw out to the right. He's got Jamar Chase. Hops across the first down marker. Jacorian Bennett giving chase. And he brings him down out at the far sideline on the 24-yard line. So 5 more. Darnay Holmes out there too. So a fresh set of downs. Early, quick, 2 minutes into this third quarter, and the Bengals looking to strike and put up a 2-touchdown lead.
Another extended run to the perimeter, having 2 receivers over there. You bring Jamar Chase in motion, and because the motion is so far off, you just throw the ball to number 1, allow the blockers to block, you get enough for the first down, keep the chains moving.
He does not have a catch for more than 11 yards today, but he has been getting those first down grabs, 7 of them today, 7 catches. Burrow to throw on first down, floats one down the far sideline. That's going to be a penalty on Jack Jones. He was holding Andre Yoshavash as he was trying to streak down the right sideline. He had his hand on his jersey, yanked into the turf.
Defense, number 18. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So that'll put them down at the 7-yard line, Link.
So much laundry came in after that last play. There was no doubt in my mind you knew it was going to be on number 18.
Yep.
They had 4 or 5 flags that fell in that area.
Now that penalty, just the 3rd called on the Raiders here in this game.
Now if you're Raiders, you want to put a point to try to hold them to a field goal because they're down with first down on goal. They can't get another first down, but you got to try to keep them out of the end zone.
Yep. Burrow's under center. Chase Brown, the tailback. He sends his tight end Tanner Hudson in motion. It is a handoff. Chase Brown trying to squirt through across the 5, and he's down to the 2. Hard run that didn't look like there was a big hole. And somehow Chase Brown put his Mighty Mouse legs on and got 5 yards.
Well, listed as 5'10", 210 pounds, he pushed through that line like he was not going to be stopped. I thought he was on his way to the end zone. There was really no hole there. The defense did a good job, but this is all Will running through arm tackles and not going down easy.
Yeah, Tyree Wilson pushed Hudson into the back, and then he kind of little shuffle to the left. A lot of late subs. The Bengals bring in an extra offensive lineman who is reporting as eligible, and they just break the huddle here.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Burrow takes the snap, fakes the toss, rolls out, and he's going to throw it away.
Try to throw it to the big boy.
Yep, it was Amarius Mims, their starting right tackle, who reported as eligible, and they faked the toss play to the left, and it was a good job by Isaiah Polamalu to go with the 350-pound tackle Link, and he's now coming out of the game.
Well, he has to because he went from an eligible position. He has to come out for a play before he goes back to an ineligible position, which is his natural tackle
spot.
So
they bring in Devin Cochran at right tackle, who's played back-to-back snaps here but he's in at the right tackle spot. 3rd and goal from the 2. Burrow the snap. He's going to throw. He's escaping out of the pocket to his right. He's looking down in the middle. He dumps it short. It's caught at the goal line. Touchdown. Oh, as the last man through, Drew Sample, who kept working back towards the quarterback, and Burrow dumped it across his body. Sample's first touchdown of the year puts the Bengals up 23-10 early in the 3rd.
Everyone will tell you that the last thing you want to do is have your quarterback have that much time in the backfield. And Joe Burrow does a great job at just circling around, finding his time, buying time. The Raiders have no answer to get to him quick enough. Sample slips out of the backfield for the just quick check down and a touchdown.
I mean, Divine Diablo had to go with Chase Brown because he was at the goal line, and they dumped it off to Jack Jones, but nobody was there for Sample, who worked back, and McPherson for the extra point right through the middle. And so 11:27 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Raiders for a 9th straight week find themselves down by double figures in a ball game. We'll step aside. Get the ball next. Time out on the field. You're listening to Raiders football.
Welcome to the new house of Silver and Black, Jack. Boyd Gaming is now a proud partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. And there's one motto: just win, baby. Because with Boyd, every day is game day. And everybody is a fan. Orleans, Suncoast, Fremont, and the Boyd family of casinos. Where the Raiders want to be. Don't let the game get out of hand. For assistance, call 800-522-4700.
Raiders fans, Terrible's Game Day giveaway is back and bigger than ever. Shop at your local Terrible's and make a purchase of $10 or more. Earn 10 entries when you make a Coors Light or Coca-Cola purchase. Scan your Terrible's app rewards code and earn entries for every game throughout the season. Score a $1,000 Raiders shopping spree. Hotel accommodations from Coca-Cola and a Coors Light Silver Seat experience. Every day is game day, exclusively at Terrible's. Visit Terrible's.com for details.
Hey, Silver and Black, ready to dominate like your Las Vegas Raiders? Check out the legendary Ford truck lineup, giving you not only the power to win, but the ability to choose how. Tackle the road ahead with 3 different powertrain options, like the gritty and gas-powered F-150, or the agile and all-electric Lightning. And don't forget the adaptable Maverick Hybrid. Ford Trucks, the only trucks tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Raiders football presented by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. The Bengals have had 4 real possessions. They've also had one where they had a knee on one play and took it to the half. But in their 4 possessions, like touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. First 2 drives were 8 minutes and 6.5 minutes respectively. The last 2 shorter, but they are up 24-10 here early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and the thing is that the Raiders have yet to make the Bengals punt. It's really hard on the defense. It's not going to get any easier on the offense.
McPherson leans into it all the way through the end zone to the back wall and out to the 30-yard line. Well, this is not a good stat if you're a Raiders fan. We came into this game joining the 2013 Jaguars as the only 2 team in the last 20 years to be down by double figures or more, or the double figures in each of the first 8 games. Raiders now down by double figures for a 9th straight game. They are the first since the 86 Packers and the 86 Colts to trail by double digits in each of the first 9 games. Came back against Cleveland by 10, came back against Baltimore by 10. Can they overcome a 14-point deficit against Cincinnati? Minshew out of the pistol on first down, looking right, now pressure up the middle, escapes, throws across his body, open man, Harrison Bryant across the 40, and he drags the defender out to the 48-yard line. Logan Wilson, and there's an injury down in the backfield, and it looks like Gardner Minshew is over to talk to Cody Whitehair, who is laying on his back at the 25, and he is grimacing in pain. And Harrison Bryant is also limping back towards the huddle too. So the training staff is out there to look at Cody Whitehair, who got the start today at left guard with the injury to Andre James and the movement. And now they are all out there, and Jackson Powers-Johnson is next to him on a knee too. So they are looking at him. The Raiders' offensive line missing a lot of parts. And the concern now for Cody Whitehair. We'll step aside. And the Raiders trailing 24-10. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health, the power of we.
Let's go. Raider Nation. You heard them. Time to hit the nearest drink station for a cocktail with Absolute Vodka. I'm talking smooth Moscow Mules, bold Bloody Marys, and Vodka-ritas to match your victory dances. Absolute Vodka. Mixing it up with Raider Nation.
Enjoy responsibly. Absolute Vodka, 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by Absolute Spirits Company. New York, New York.
Come to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination and the place for big wins. Every month, Yamava gives away luxury cars and exclusive prizes. Play at over 7,200 slots, the most in the West, and catch top-tier entertainment acts. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, your California to Vegas connection. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Now Cody Whitehair very slowly over to the far sideline, and he has been replaced in that. Jordan Meredith has moved from right guard to left guard, and Dylan Parham, who's missed the last couple of games, is back in at right guard on a first down and a handoff to Madison, who runs into Justin Shorter, keeps his legs going, takes it into Bengals territory down to the 48-yard line for a pickup of 4. Logan Wilson got into the backfield, and he somehow kept it going. So now Colton Miller is out at the moment. Andrus Peat came in. He got knocked out. So Thayer Mumford's at left tackle. Cody Whitehair, who started at left guard, is out. They moved Jared Meredith from right guard to left guard. Jackson Powers-Johnson started at center for the injured Andre James. Dylan Parham is active, now in the game. DJ Glaze, the only lineman who started where he is with Jackson Powers-Johnson, who's still there. Second down, run Madison across the 45, keeping it going, and he'll be stocked up there. About 3 yards shy of the first down. Couple of different Bengals, including Logan Wilson, in on the tackle. Alexander Madison a little bit slow to get up too. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Raiders.
Well, you know, this is a walking mass unit right now. Gardner Minshew is still limping. You talk about Madison limping. There are a lot of guys that are limping and playing hard, trying to play what they can. They got a bye coming up, but they got to find a way to finish this game and hopefully get a win.
Nate Hobbs officially now out, and now Cody Whitehair being carted into the locker room too. 3rd down and 3. The Raiders 2 of 5 on 3rd down. DJ Turner's in the backfield. They try to hand it off to him. He fumbles. It's still loose back at the 35. It's kicked around, and it's picked up by the Bengals. Logan Wilson, and it's DJ Turner who makes the tackle at the 21. Oh, they tried to get cute on a handoff where Turner started running out left into the backfield. They handed it off to him, and it was never clean. And the Bengals have it at the Raiders 21 with a takeaway.
And Gardner Minshew was on the bottom of that pile, got up very gingerly, walking over to the sideline, holding and referencing a little part of his right side of his body. Really unfortunate they could not make this happen.
Oh, Link, he put it right on the shoulder pad of DJ Turner. And as he was chasing it down, he kicked it 10 yards further towards their own end zone. And so a fumble recovery for Logan Wilson. It is the 18th turnover by the Raiders this season, the most in the NFL. The ball was put high. It wasn't really put in his midsection. And so Burrow, well, a chance to really put a hammer down. He's going to throw to the end zone. He's hit as he throws. It's to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Yoshivas, the intended receiver, DeCamerion Richardson was there in coverage. Adam Butler drove Burrow to the turf as he threw it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I'm surprised he went there and to Yoshivas. I thought actually he was going to go to Chase to go with the one-on-one to take that big shot. A lot of times offensive coordinators, after a turnover, want to take a shot in the end zone.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
Well, he just went to 80. I thought he was going to go to number 1.
Well, 80 and 1. Yoshivas and Chase break the huddle out to the right. Snap, handoff, Chase Brown through the middle and a hole into the secondary, and he's brought down by a huge hit by Polamalu. They'll mark him just short of the first down. He picked up 9. It'll be 3rd down at about a half a yard at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Now, this is when you start to see the frustration mount for the defense, understandably so. You're put back in this position. You've already played a lot this game. And, yes, it's only the 3rd quarter, but now you're on your heels again trying to stop somebody. And the way that the running back, Chase Brown, ran through that hole.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it was like he was untouched.
Oh, man.
There was nobody there until he got to 9 yards down the field.
Well, he split up wide left here on 3rd and 1. Burrow takes the snap. It's a direct QB sneak across the middle, and he's got a first down to the 10. Design play. Hey, I feel like we've called for that at times this year.
Oh, yeah, but we don't have a quarterback as sturdy as Joe Burrows right now.
6'4", 215. Heisman Trophy winner, the first overall pick in 2020. And the reality is, and last year he got hurt linked with the ligament damage and didn't play the end of the season. He's got ridiculous weapons. They've got great players. But in November and later in his career, he is 14-5. Which is second best in the NFL behind only Patrick Mahomes since 2021.
Yeah, the only difference is that other team has won championships.
That's right.
These guys are still chasing it.
That's right. First and goal at the 10. Burrow, handoff, left side, and Crosby tracks down Chase Brown back at the 12. He was trying to go off left tackle, and Crosby, who was over the right tackle, came all the way down to track him down with those long arms of him. It's the first tackle for loss today for the Raiders.
Well, it's a classic case when you have a backside defensive end that nobody wants to put a body on as quick as Max Crosby is. They tried to have the receiver cut him off, and there's no good for that. You got to come from inside out. You can't go outside in.
Raiders down 24-10, 7:50 to go in the 3rd. Burrow backs up into the shotgun. Zach Taylor's hopping on the sideline. I don't know if he's happy about it. He's trying to move someone to the line. Now they move Jamar Chase, and now he takes a timeout. Zach Taylor did a 30-yard shuffle from the 40 all the way down to the 10. Wasn't going to call a timeout. Now took the timeout. And it'll give the Raiders defense a chance to try and figure this out. And while they do that, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Raiders football. Well, this game was tied at 10. Tough, what would be 7 minutes of game action linked to start to end the half and start the half. A touchdown drive for the Bengals to end the half and a touchdown drive to start the half. And now the fumble by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are set up with a 2nd and goal on the Raiders' 11-yard line out of the timeout.
This ball is going to Gesicki, their tight end, number 88.
Who is lined up in the slot on the left side. Now Burrow taps his helmet. He's staring right at Jamar Chase, who's on the slot to the right. Takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's chased out of the pocket. Now he steps up into the pocket. Burrow, eyes to the end zone, to the back of the end zone. And you were right. Mike Gesicki onto the turf. Touchdown Bengals in the back left corner. Link, I don't know if it was designed that way, but as Gesicki does the gritty in the end zone, they're up 30-10.
It was designed that way, and the reason why they took Jamar Chase to the other side, because they knew the Raiders defense was going to focus on him. Come back to Gesicki, who's running an out route. You've got the protection. It's going up against Merrick. He's got the protection, but he's got to run the back line of the end zone. And first, when Joe Burrows finds some time and finds some space, he finds his 88 in the back of the end zone.
Gesicki has his first touchdown of the year. Drew Sample, a tight end, had his first touchdown of the year. And Joe Burrow's got 4 touchdown passes with McPherson adding the extra point. And the Bengals have a 31-10 lead with 21 unanswered points here against the Raiders. We'll step aside. 7:34 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
How powerful is Cox Fiber? Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live? Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
Enter the Raiders pregame masquerade. A high-energy VIP tailgate with a twist. Enjoy Raiders game days with the mystique of a masquerade, the thrill of a carnival, and the rebellious spirit of a pirate adventure. Surprises are in store. Stimulating Vegas performers, themed games, in-demand musical acts and DJs, treasure hunts, special menus, and much more. Visit RaidersExperiences.com to book this exclusive game day experience. Powered by Confirmed 360.
Tim Case back inside our Compass Media Network studios with a scoreboard update brought to you by Shift4 Payments. Experience the future of payments with Shift4, the official payments partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to learn more. Third quarter, 5 minutes to go in Cleveland. Chargers all over the Browns, 20-3. They've got a minute to go third quarter, and Atlanta Falcons have opened up a 21-10 lead over the Dallas Cowboys. Under 2 minutes to go third quarter in Buffalo. It's the Bills 20, Dolphins 13. Let's go back out to Cincinnati. Jason Lincoln, guys.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Here, the Raiders and the Bengals were tied at 10 with 2:58 to go in the second. But now with 7:34 to go in the third, it's Cincinnati 31 and Las Vegas 10. So in terms of game time action, Link, that for the Bengals is 21 points in a span of about 8 minutes. And Joe Burrow, who had a career-high 5 touchdown passes against the Ravens in a loss just about 3 weeks ago here in this building, now has 4 touchdown passes and a 21-point lead here in the third.
And unfortunately, Joe Burrow has been hot. It's going to be hard for the Raiders defense to cool him off, especially the start he's got. Offense has got to do their job and put some points on the board.
Yeah, McPherson drills it all the way through the line. And Gardner Minshew, you know, Link, as you talked about, he was banged up. He's been limping around. Remember, the Raiders signed Desmond Ridder last week off of the Cardinals practice squad. He started 17 games in 2 years with Atlanta, the third-round pick in 2022, who was a Louisville native, played his ball here in Cincinnati. You know, he's the backup quarterback, and you wonder at some point if the Raiders give him a look here in the second half, down by 21.
You know what? It's not that Gardner's playing poorly, so to bench him doesn't know. I don't know if that gives you much of a lift. So it's something that we have to pay attention to. But going into a bye, who knows if Raiders really ready to lead this team?
Minshew in an empty set from the 30-yard line. 3 receivers out to the left. Logan Wilson looking like he's blitzing up the middle. There's the snap. Here they come. He throws it. It's deflected at the line, and it's short of Brock Bowers at the 35, and Minshew is spilled again. Trey Hendrickson hit him this time, and Bowers was open like he was a late leak out. Would have been there for a few yards, maybe a first down, but he threw it short.
Yeah, because they brought the blitz. He was open on that little stop route, but again, got the ball tipped. Gardner's not a big guy, so he's either has to get deep to clear the line of scrimmage in the defensive line or have to make a little bit better pass.
He's 10 of 16 for 124 yards. He moves Jacoby Myers, who has 6 catches for 86, out slot right. Snap, handoff, Abdullah through the hole in the middle, and he's drilled. And as he went down, Jackson Powers Johnson also went down. He picked up 2. Mike Hilton made the massive hit. And so now it's 3rd down and 8, and the Bengals bring in 5 substitutes to have a much more presence in the backfield.
Yeah, well, this is when you tee off and head to the quarterback, say, I'll meet you back there.
Brock Bowers, the lone wide out to the right. Only 4 targets today, 2 catches for 16 yards. Minshew talks to his offensive line. Bengals looking like they're coming. Minshew sees it. He knows it. Down to 7 on the play clock. There's the snap. Here they come. Looking left. Off his back foot. There's nobody there. Jacoby Myers didn't turn around until the ball was already at his knees, 3 yards out to his left. And a 3-and-out for the Raiders. And a pretty inept offensive drive.
Oh, that's just poor. That's the only way to describe it is poor. It's a poor outing. You can't get anything going on the run. Incomplete pass. You have a tip pass. I mean, a very unfortunate 3 and out.
Now the Raiders started like they were going to have Thomas Harper out to the right. Now he moves all the way over to the left as a second gunner on the left side. Trenton Irwin back deep to receive for the Bengals. This punt from A.J. Cole. He boots it with his right leg. A flag flies at the line of scrimmage. Irwin backs up to the 10. He's going to bring it out across the 15, and the Raiders are down there to corral him at the 18-yard line as he slid into a couple of different Raiders.
I think this is probably going to be illegal formation on the Raiders. I don't know if they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage that last play. I'll have to see, because the side judge, one of the closest to us, is the one who threw the flag.
At the moment, it's a 57-yard punt and 7 on the return. There's a conversation taking place at the 40-yard line to our right.
Yeah, they're just talking about not paying enough for car insurance.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now they're going to come over and talk to Zach Taylor because he can.
An ineligible man.
Yeah,
downfield.
so he can have the choice to re-kick.
Ineligible player downfield, kicking team number 45. 5-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. It's first down. Timeout.
So we'll step aside. It has gone sideways in a hurry, and it has gotten spooky here in the jungle. Bengals 31, Raiders 10. Midway point of the third quarter. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Businesses across the country are committed to getting things back to how they were. Shift 4 is committed to helping them get there. We're the leader in integrated payment processing, making things safer and more secure for businesses of all shapes and sizes, from the neighborhood bar and grill to the biggest resort casinos on the Strip. And now, the proud payments partner of your Las Vegas Raiders. Visit shift4.com to get started.
Go on, get a little out there. Travel beyond Nevada's neon glow. Drive where the stars sparkle and the desert goes and goes. Visit a world apart. See some funky art. Find anything and everything in Nevada's heart. Go on, get a little out there. Start planning your trip at travelnevada.com.
Alltech Lansing has been perfecting sound since 1927, so you can elevate your Las Vegas Raiders tailgate with legendary audio. Raider Nation, make some noise at your next tailgate with a Sound Rover 180, complete with 6 hours of playtime, microphone, party light modes, and a portable trolley-style design. Visit alltechlansing.com/Raiders15 for 15% off your Sound Rover 180. That's ALTECLANSING.com/Raiders15 for 15% off. Alltech Lansing, an official audio partner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Now, Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game and mental wellness is vital to our overall health. Takes courage to admit when we're not okay and even more to reach out if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis. Call or text 988 or visit strongestplay.com for mental wellness resources. Raiders trailing the Bengals here 31-10. You know, Patrick Graham this week, Link, said that he was kind of scared of Joe Burrow, and for good reason. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
No doubt.
And then today, he's been even better than that. 22 of 27, 4 touchdown passes, 177 yards. And the Bengals have not been stopped, right?
No.
They've got 5 scoring drives, and the only time they've stopped, they took a knee at the 1-yard line.
And that's the problem when you have the luxury of being able to run and pass effectively like the Bengals have been able to do today.
They come out on their own 22. It is a run play to Chase Brown, who hops into the hole, gets into the second level, and brought down from behind by Divine Diablo out to the 29. So it's a 6-yard gain for Chase Brown, who's got 15 carries for 86 yards. Well, there haven't been that many teams in the history of the NFL to start 0-3 and make the playoffs. But people looked at the Bengals and said, hey, they could be that team.
Right.
And if this continues, they'll go from 0-3 to 4-5. And their bye coming up as well. Burrow hands it off again to Chase Brown. This time the Raiders got back there. Robert Spillane and Jonah Laulu with a nice job to get through the line and not let him get back for a loss of 2.
Well, it's a classic case where the offense has a 21-point lead, and even though the defense and even though the quarterback Joe Burrow saw the blitz coming because it was a run blitz, decided to just run it and let it go because you got such a substantial lead.
By the way, for the Raiders, Desmond Ridder was warming up on the sideline, so we will see if we get a quarterback change here. With 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Bengals are 5 of 7 on third down. Travion Williams in the backfield. He is not a guy who gets a lot of snaps in his career here in Cincinnati in his 6th year. Joe Burrow turns to Brad Rodgers. He's going to take a timeout. And so the Bengals are down to 1 timeout left in this third quarter with 5:16 to go. We'll keep it right here. Now, their question coming into the game, Link, certainly about the defensive side of the ball. They know they can score points.
Yeah.
And well, that'll certainly be the difference about whether or not Cincinnati goes on this year to make the playoffs or not.
Right.
But today, their defense, after the opening drive for the Raiders, has done a good job.
Yeah, look, it's a team about making adjustments, and the Raiders have had their fair share of struggles on offense, so it's no surprise to see the Raiders struggling at this point. But even though when it starts off as fast as it has, it can end cloudy, especially with turnovers and miscues. And right now, you've got a lot of injuries the Raiders are dealing with.
No question about that. They're continuing to pile up. 3rd down and 5. Bengals on their own 28. Divine Diablo, that's the 5 you just heard and showed blitz. He doesn't come. Spillane does. He gets to Burrow, throws it behind Chase, and it's incomplete at the 41. Nice delayed blitz by Divine Diablo, chased him down, and Burrow tried to throw it across his body, and it was behind Jamar Chase, and the Raiders defense gets a 3 and out.
Yeah, the Raiders are fortunate because they had Jamar Chase too. He was open on this crossing route. If Burrow was a little bit more accurate, it might have been a big play, but they're fortunate.
That Raiders defensive stop brought to you by Coors Light, an official beer of Raider Nation. Made to chill, 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. So the first stop today brings on Ryan Rico to punt it away for the first time. DJ Turner standing on the Raiders' 20-yard line. It's a spiral kick. He's going to have room. He catches it against his pads at the 20. Takes off to the far sideline, 25. He slips there, and he's brought down. So the Bengals have a stop after a 5-yard return on a punt of 51 yards. And Desmond Ridder, Link, is coming out onto the field to make his Raiders debut. The 25-year-old, the 3rd-round pick of the Atlanta Falcons in 2022, picked up off the practice squad last week before the game in his 3rd year out of Cincinnati, where he set so many records for the Bearcats, including leading them to the college football playoff where they lost to Alabama. Now is going to get a look here for the Raiders. He's wearing number 10, and he's got Amir Abdullah in the backfield, and he sends him out. Ridder in an empty set on his own 26. Bengals showing a blitz. He gets it out quick to Brock Bowers, trying to get some steam, and Logan Wilson found him and brought him down after a gain of 2. Ridder had no chance. Couple of different guys off the edge. He picks up 2 yards.
Well, that's what you do. When you have a young guy coming in, especially in the moment and the feeling of the game, you blitz him. You try him, and you see what you can do or what he can do. A little completion to Brock Bowers gets the ball out of his hands. But you still let him know the pressure's coming.
Just 3 catches for 18 yards for Brock Bowers today. Ridder, the 6'3", 207, stands in the shotgun. Bengals bring just 4. 3-step drop. He's hit from behind. The ball is free. Out. It's picked up again by the Bengals. Logan Wilson has his 2nd fumble recovery on Trey Hendrickson's 2nd sack of the ball game.
I think that hand was coming forward. They got to call this in.
Ruling on the field is a forward pass by the quarterback. It will be 3rd down.
So if Zach Taylor wants, he can challenge this, but it would be if he loses his last time out. I'm with you.
Please reset the game clock to 4 minutes and 29 seconds. 4:29.
Yeah, there's no question. Ball's forward. Yeah, no question.
But the reason why I said, oh boy, is because I saw Hendrickson get a jump off the ball against Thayer Munford at the start of the ball. At the start of the play. They got to put a tight end over there.
And they
cannot
do.
leave him uncovered.
They moved Justin Shorter over there. Remember, Harrison Bryant went to the locker room with an injury too. Ridder looks right, throws right for Tucker. It's incomplete. Cam Taylor-Britt had his hands all over Tucker as he was trying to come back to the ball. But Tucker looked like he already slipped at the marker. And so Ridder goes 1 for 3 for 1 yard, and they'll punt.
And if you're the Cincinnati Bengals, you're telling your corners to play tight man-to-man coverage on the Raiders receivers because they don't have an offensive line that can stand up to the protection.
If you're just joining us, Colton Miller is out with an ankle injury. Andrews Pete left with an injury. Cody Whitehair, who started at left guard, is back in the locker room getting looked at. Dylan Parham, who was only made active, he didn't play. He's only in because of the injury. I mean, all kinds of problems, and now whistles. And we're going to have a false start on the Raiders.
False start. Offense. Number 53. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
That's Amari Gaynor, the rookie out of North Carolina. With 4:26 to go here in the third quarter, in a game that was tied at 10 late in the second, but is now a 3-touchdown Bengal lead. Now, there's a lot of things to talk about for the Raiders at the quarterback spot, Link. Remember, the bye is coming up. Gardner Minshew's been benched a couple of times this year. Aiden O'Connell's on IR with a broken thumb, but he'll be coming back if it heals after the bye. As Irwin waits for the punt, he's got it at the 16. He's got some room. He makes a move. He hops a man at the 25, and he's out to the 28-yard line. So a punt of 63 yards and a 12-yard return. We'll keep it here, Link, with 4:15. But that's obviously something the Raiders are going to have to deal with it coming out of the break, right? We've benched Gardner Minshew a couple of times. The offense hasn't been good enough. We went to Aiden O'Connell, and he'd be the quarterback if he doesn't break his thumb.
Well, right now you're looking for a spark. You're looking for any spark offensively. And the reason why you're playing the sort of roulette with the quarterback position is because you can. You have the ability to do that. If Aiden O'Connell was available, he would probably be in there.
Bengals 1st and 10 on their own 29. Chase Brown, who's got a career-high day today with 85 yards on the ground, gets the first down carry. He gets past Crosby, hops into the hole at the 30, and Spillane brings him down at the 35. He picks up 6. So he's 9 yards away from his first career 100-yard game. Chase Brown having a big game today against the Raiders defense that the run defense had been better over the last few weeks. They held Kansas City to 82 yards last week on the ground. But again, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were 12 of 16 on 3rd down.
Well, it's just like anything else. It's all about team game. The defense has got to have the offense, keep the ball away from the opposing team, and allow the score so the defense can be that much more pertinent. But when you get worn down like this is the result.
Yeah, time of possession in this game, pretty one-sided, 25 to 16. Burrow moves Tanner Hudson over to the left. He play actions to Brown. He throws it out to Hudson. It's beyond him and incomplete. Darnay Holmes was late to get out into the left flat, and Hudson had the first down. If he caught it, it was an inaccurate throw by Burrow over his head, and it'll be 3rd down and 4.
It could have been a bigger disaster with the defender getting there late and having that wide open sort of little play action pass by Joe Burrow. As you mentioned, it was a good pass. Should have been caught.
So 3:26 in the stop clock. Here in the third, Bengals 31, Raiders 10. A beautiful day here in Cincinnati. You don't really always expect that in November, but 72 degrees. Everyone wearing T-shirts, jerseys, short sleeves, the whole thing. Except Link and I, we're wearing long sleeves. Shotgun to Burrow. Raiders come with just 4. Steps up into the pocket, leaves it short. It's caught at the 38. And the tight end plows forward to a first down. The big 260-pounder Drew Sample from Link's alma mater was hit right at what would have been a yard shy of the marker, but able to roll that momentum forward out past the 40.
Once again, decent coverage downfield, not giving them somewhere to go, but the check down route, the yards after the catch, by giving up those first down rolls, just make it hard for this defense to get off the field.
Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow the last 2 weeks on 3rd down are now 18 of 25.
Wow.
In the last 7 quarters.
That is crazy.
Burrow's under center. Heavy set, extra tight ends, running play. Chase Brown met and the hole. Now Raiders nice job standing up against the line. 2-yard gain over to the right side. Not a ton of room. Jonah Laulu over there again. He's played a ton of snaps today. Adam Butler got hurt early in this game. And honestly, Link, we could have said that about any position. Nate Hobbs is left. 3 different offensive linemen. Zach Harrison Bryant at the tight end spot.
And unfortunately, this is what happens when a team is reeling. When you're starting to feel down by yourself in the middle of the season, and you have a season like this, you're looking forward to the bye. You thought you'd come out with a better performance, but now it's starting to go sideways. You're starting to see guys trying to just get finished in the game and find a way to finish it healthy.
Back in the shotgun for Burrow. There's the snap. Looking left. Pressure up the middle, and the Raiders got him. Back at the 33-yard line. It's a host of different players. Trayvon Merrick on the blitz. back there with Matthew Butler and John Jenkins, and that's a sack for a 27th straight game for the Raiders.
And for the first time, the Raiders were able to get to Joe Burrow, corral him. Great discipline with the rush lanes. The Raiders decided to bring a blitz, and it was one more than the Bengals could protect. Merrick was in there first, joined by the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I think Merrick and John Jenkins will probably share that sack as he just ran over Travion Williams. So a loss of 8, third down and 15 for Burrow. Williams stays in the backfield, looking to set up the screen. Burrow saw it. Good job by Adam Butler. Adam Butler saw Travion Williams trying to leak through the middle of the line, and Burrow saw Butler, and he dumped it at the feet of Williams, and so the defense gets off the field, and they'll have to punt it away.
Well, it goes back to my notion that I said, this offense is not going to hold on to the football. They are going to notice that you got Max Crosby, we got 2 tackles that are backups getting out there. We're not going to hold on to the football. We're going to get rid of it.
I will say this, Link. Max Crosby's been called for a lot of personal fouls this year.
Right.
Including one today, which, again, we disagree with. You and I didn't hear a whistle, neither did he, whatever. He gave Burrow a hard shove after he dumped it at he's got to be careful. That would have been an extra 15 and a first down.
True story.
Massive punt by Rico. Turner lets it go over his head, and oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, it does bounce into the end zone. He checked that at the 2. It bounced forward to the 3 and then kicked back over the pylon on the right front side of the end zone.
You know, I've only seen our guy do things like this, punting the football, but that was beautiful.
Ryan Rico, who had an 80-yarder earlier this year, what almost was a perfect 65-yarder. And you know, I wonder if Zach Taylor's going to challenge that. I think that ball went out at the 1, not the end zone.
From our vantage point, I thought the exact same thing, and I agree with you. Zach Taylor's going to challenge it. He's walking down now.
He's got the red challenge flag. His assistant behind him. They throw it.
There it is. That's why I said wow during the broadcast, because I thought that ball got in. Where it landed and when it came down, I was like, oh, my gosh, that's a great punt.
So they're going to challenge whether or not this ball went out of bounds at the half-yard line or in the end zone, as Brad Rogers is going to come over and talk. And, again, it's hard. You know, you have to have.
Cincinnati is challenging the ruling on the field of a touchback.
You know what, though, Link? On the angle from the back side, from the far sideline, our sideline, I think that ball goes over the pylon when it goes out of bounds. Yeah, I think so.
That would be every angle that I've seen is not giving me a definitive.
Well, and remember,
the side judge is sitting right there.
Right, that's right. He's standing
right there.
He's standing at the front left pylon. He's right behind it. He's eyeing that football, and the spin of it wasn't going end over end. It was kind of circling towards the line.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, look, it's a 21-point game. There's 16 minutes of game time left. The Raiders to come back in this game would be Herculean.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a real chance for Desmond Ridder to see what he can do, you'd rather see him start at the 20 and not the half-yard line.
True story, right?
Although I guess if he comes out and puts a 99 drive together, or 99-yard drive, I guess that's good too.
It'd be more for his glory, right? Yeah. Well, man,
I think it's over the pylon, which would be.
Right. I think you're right.
It has to. Remember, any part of the ball that goes over the goal line is a touchback.
Yeah.
And it looks like as that ball, because it goes over the pylon, right? As it's heading out of bounds, it never touches the pylon.
I agree.
I think part of it is beyond the goal line, which would be a touchback.
Yeah.
So as they continue to look at that, Brad Rogers now has the headset off. After review, the ruling on the field stands of a touchback. Cincinnati has charged a timeout, and they have no more challenges.
So good news is if the Raiders do come back, the Bengals are out of timeouts. All 3 of them used here in the third quarter. But something's going to have to change, Link. The Raiders have had 3 possessions here in the third, 4 plays and a fumble, and then 2 3-and-outs.
I was just thinking the same thing.
The Raider is on for his second possession. He's got Madison to his left. Shotgun. Looks to throw. Out to the left. Oh, man, is he drilled immediately. Trey Tucker caught it down the line of scrimmage, and Mike Hilton hit him right in the midsection for a loss of 1 out to the left.
Right now, if you're Lou Getsy, you're just trying to figure out a way to get your quarterback in some sort of rhythm in this hostile situation, being down by 3 touchdowns.
Well, also the other question is, how much of the playbook does he know?
Well, that's my point. Yeah, you're trying to get him comfortable with what he does know.
Yeah. And can you get him on the move? Right, that's one of the things that was talked about. Desmond Ridder had over 2,000 yards rushing in college. He takes the snap. It's a handoff to Madison trying to hop. He's met in the hole, and he's hit immediately.
Wow.
So he's back out to the 20. A very strong hit put on by, again, Mike Hilton, the corner, the nickel corner in his 8th year out of Ole Miss. The veteran has played a lot of football, and it's probably the final play of the third quarter as the Raiders hop into the huddle with 10 seconds to go. And they're going to flip the field and walk to the other side and come out of this to start the fourth quarter, trailing the Bengals 31-10. Was a touchdown game at the half and a disaster in the third quarter. Raiders uphill climb for the final 15 minutes here in Cincinnati. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
What's the greatest chill in Raider Nation? How about catching a game from Coors Light Landing with a great view, seat service, and even a cup holder that keeps your beer cold? Well, get ready, Raiders fans, because Coors Light is giving you the chance to win silver seat tickets to a game at Allegiant Stadium. Visit CoorsLight.com/Raiders to learn more and enter. No purchase necessary. Starts 8/5/24, ends 1/31/25 at 11:59 p.m. PT. Enter by 11/10/24 for silver seats ticket. Must be legal resident of Nevada or Utah, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/Raiders. Celebrate responsibly.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
Taste the authentic flavors of Hawaii with Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's rich and smooth. With every sip, you'll discover the spirit of aloha. It isn't just rum, it's Kuloa Rum. Award-winning, distinctly different, and uniquely Hawaiian. Kuloa Rum, the official ultra premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Must be at least 21. Please drink responsibly.
Karma Automotive proudly serves as the official luxury electric vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. As America's first and only ultra-luxury automaker, from our Kaveya 1,000 horsepower Super Coupe to the Rivero, the extended range sedan, Karma blends supernatural innovation with American ingenuity. We are shaping the future of automotive aspiration. For assigned drivers only. Reserve your Karma at karmaautomotive.com.
Well, you hear it in the background. They call it the jungle. The Raiders have been rudely welcomed to the jungle here in Cincinnati as we start the fourth quarter. Raiders trailing the Bengals 31-10, and Desmond Ridder, who was on in relief of Gardner Minshew, is facing a 3rd down and 10 as they flip the field and the silver and black work right to left. He's got Jacoby Myers and Tucker wide left, and now Brock Bowers joins him on that side. Bengals all up against. Here they come with a blitz. Ridder steps up into the pocket. He wanted to run, and he had absolutely nowhere to go. And he's down at the bottom of the pile on top of Jackson Powers Johnson in a sack. Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard met at the quarterback. And they'll have to punt it away after a loss of 5.
Just an all-out blitz where they're trying to find a way to get their best player, Trey Hendrickson, free against Thayer Munford. Raiders compete against it with a max protection. Still not enough time for Ridder. One more than they can block.
Yep, Hendrickson got on his back. It looked like a tiger trying to attack its prey. So Cole to punt it away. Bangs one. A spiral. Irwin all the way back to the 17. Catches it on the run. He has to stop at the 19. Raiders still don't have him down the ground, and now they do it at the 20. So a phenomenal job by the Raiders special teams. A 68-yard punt and a return of just 3. So that is a net of 65 to flip the field with 14:06 to go here in this ballgame.
Oh, that was great hustle that time by DJ Turner.
Yep.
Playing the gunner, getting down there, causing disruption.
And remember, it was his fumble that kind of flipped this game. Bengals were up 24-10. Raiders got the ball back. They had a 3rd down and short. They tried to run it with DJ Turner, and Gardner didn't really put it in his belly. He put it kind of more towards his shoulder, and he's not a running back, so it wasn't really taken well, and he fumbled it, and that led to the Bengals' latest touchdown to go up by 21. Burrow out of the shotgun, looking to throw over the middle. He's got Gesicki across the 30, out to the 35, brought down by Darnay Holmes on a pickup of 15 yards. Mike Gesicki, he was your key today. And he's not the reason the Bengals offense has been explosive, but he's got 4 catches for 53 and a touchdown.
No, it continues to be a big part of the Raiders' defensive struggles, the middle of the field. That time it was just right over the back of the linebackers in the center part of the field. Big catch, big yards after the catch. And another first down for the Bengals.
Chase Brown back in the backfield. He was spelled on that last play by the rookie Kendall Milton. Bring Jamar Chase into the backfield. They send him out in motion to the right. They throw it that way. Picked off. Jack Jones at the 25. He's going to sprint into the end zone. It's a Jack Jones pick 6. He read it all the way. They tried to throw it to Jamar Chase. He jumped it and took it back 27 yards for an interception score.
Little remnants of what happened last year against the Chargers. This time, great recognition again by Jack Jones, a young cornerback, realizing they've already ran this play twice to their big guy, and he just jumps in front of it. Jamar Chase just jumps in front of it and runs for the end zone. Good play.
He came off Yoshivas and read it immediately and picked that out of the air. So Jack Jones, who had a couple of returns for scores last year, has his 3rd pick 6 in a Raiders uniform. Low snap, extra point is up, and Carlson able to put it through. And that PAT brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. Well, they're not down and out yet. Back to a 2-touchdown game with 13-17 to go. It's 31-17. Raiders trailing the Bengals. You're listening to Raiders football.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Raider Nation. Buffalo Wild Wings has partnered with the Las Vegas Raiders to offer you free wings this football season with a promotion called Sacks for Wings. Anytime the Raiders get 2 or more sacks, you win 6 free wings with a $10 minimum spend. Sacks for Wings is valid the following 3 days after each qualifying game at all 10 Buffalo Wild Wings locations throughout the greater Las Vegas metro area. Enjoy award-winning wings and every football game all season long at Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of the Raiders.
Hey, Silver and Black, ready to dominate like your Las Vegas Raiders? Check out the legendary Ford truck lineup, giving you not only the power to win, but the ability to choose how. Tackle the road ahead with 3 different powertrain options, like the gritty and gas-powered F-150, or the agile and all-electric Lightning. And don't forget the adaptable Maverick Hybrid. Ford Trucks, the only trucks tough enough for Raider Nation. Only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers, the proud partners of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Curly Top Baker Gourmet Cookies was founded in 2018 with a desire to feed the homeless community one cookie at a time. Curly Top Baker is a 100% woman and minority owned and operated small business located in Henderson, Nevada. Curly Top Baker offers local delivery, pickup, and ships nationwide. Curly Top Baker prides itself in providing a high quality, made from scratch, gooey, melt in your mouth cookie. Plus, a portion of all sales goes back to feeding others in need. A cookie truly everybody will remember. Visit our website at curlytopbaker.com or by calling 702-842-1022.
Awakening returns to Wynn Las Vegas. Restaged and reimagined. Experience the jaw-dropping spectacle in one of the most immersive theaters ever created. Awakening, live in Las Vegas.
Jack Jones picked up Joe Burrow. He has now 4 career interceptions returned for touchdown, tied for the 4th most in NFL history among players in their first 3 NFL seasons. And at least for a little bit, Link, he has given this team some life back because Joe Burrow had, 4 touchdowns in the game. He was 24-32. He was kind of just ho-humming along. But at least for the moment now, the Raiders have a little bit of life.
Well, great recognition by Jack Jones that time, jumping the route. Obviously, we get him for a touchdown, as you mentioned.
Carlson, a line drive, getting it into the landing zone. It bounces at the 8. Here they come. Kendrick Pryor out on the return, and he's out to the 25-yard line. So the Bengals will not start at the 30, so that worked. And you're kind of surprised that more teams haven't been doing that more often because you haven't really seen these explosive returns when the ball lands in that goal line to the 20.
Yeah, but you would hate for it to happen to you on game day.
That's right.
The safe part is kicking back. That time, the Raiders did what they did because they're trying to generate a turnover, trying to maybe get a turnover.
Yep. So the Bengals start officially at their 26. Chase Brown in the backfield. Joe Burrow trying to bounce back after his 4th pick of the year. He hands it off to Brown, and he's brought down from behind at the 29-yard line. Trayvon Merrick, yet another tackle. Link, Trayvon Merrick's got 11 tackles and half a sack today. Again, he is having a wonderful season ever since Marcus Epps went down with an injury, taking over in that secondary.
Yeah, I'm a little mixed by the results, the stats, because I don't want my safety to make a lot of tackles.
Well, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But in the sense where he's been around the ball, he's having a good year. There's no doubt about it. In my opinion, he's really having a good year.
He's got a career high in tackles today. 2nd down and 7. Chase starts in motion to the left, now slot to the right. Curl the snap. Here come they with a blitz. He throws it out to the left. It's caught by Brown at the 29. It cannot get away. Isaiah Polamalu with an ankle tackle at the 32 outside the numbers. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Bengals in what could be an important stop here if the Raiders defense can get off the field.
Well, the last couple of plays, Patrick Graham has decided to bring pressure. He's brought a Mike Dog each of those last plays. See if he plays coverage this time or if he brings another blitz. Maybe again, like they did last year, is one more than the Bengals can protect.
And Link, remember, Robert Spillane came into this game banged up.
Yep.
Tommy Eichenberg is now in the game at linebacker with Divine Diablo. Robert Spillane is not on the field. Raiders with only one safety back. That's Polamalu. Merrick is kind of hawking around the line of scrimmage. Burrow on 3rd down and 4. Here they come. Looks right. Floats one down the near side of the field. Jones with a breakup at the 38 of Vegas. Yoshivas was the jump ball, and Jack Jones over his head somehow at the last second got his head turned around and broke up the pass, and it's a 3 and out.
Boy, Jack Jones turning around and trying to find the football. The ref allowed that amount of contact they had on that side, even though it was more by the Cincinnati receiver, Oshibus, than it was Jack Jones. Good job.
And Nate Hobbs at Link, who's now in street clothes. He left this game with an ankle injury. He's wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt. The first over there to congratulate Jack Jones. As Rico spirals another punt. Turner backs up to the 8, and he's going to return it. Out to the sideline 15 and the 20. Turner out to the 30, and DJ Turner spun down at the 33-yard line on a 25-yard punt return. And with 11:32 to go in the ball game, all of a sudden, there's some life for the Raiders here in Cincinnati. We'll step aside. Bengals 31. Raiders still got to climb, but they got a little bit of momentum. They're down 14. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Las Vegas Raiders. Nonstop flights from Las Vegas to Phoenix Mesa, Arizona. One way for as low as $38. Must be purchased by 11/9/2024 for travel between 12/21/2024 and 4/5/2025. Seats and dates and limited restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Raiders football is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Experience world-class gaming at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Must be 21 and over to enter. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. Forts Water, the official water of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Karma Automotive, the official luxury EV vehicle of the Las Vegas Raiders. By Kaloa Rum Company. Taste the spirit of aloha. Kaloa Rum, the official ultra-premium rum of the Las Vegas Raiders. Drink responsibly.
Raider Nation. There are no fans dedicated to their colors as you are to the silver and black. If you're painting inside, outside, or even your fan cave, use the brand trusted to protect and beautify Allegiant Stadium. Glidden interior and exterior paints are easy to use, affordable, and provide a great-looking finish. Oh, and they're available online and in local stores, starting at under $20. Use Glidden by PPG, the official paint of the Las Vegas Raiders. Just win, baby.
Tim kicks back inside our Silver and Black studios with the scoreboard update brought to you by Modelo. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 6.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter in Cleveland. Chargers beating up on the Browns 20-3. Cowboys right now having a tough time in Atlanta. They trade the Falcons 27-13 with about 5.5 minutes to go fourth quarter. Under 3 minutes to go in Buffalo. Back come the Bills. They lead the Dolphins now 27-20. Back out to Cincinnati. Jason, Lincoln, guys.
All right, Tim, things getting interesting here. Raiders down 31-17. They force a 3 and out. Desmond Ridder Can he play hero? 2 for 4. He's back to throw. Looking right. Dumps it short. It's caught at the 35 by Abdullah. And he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Jordan Battle makes the stop after a pickup of 3. Desmond Ridder in the third quarter came on in place of Gardner Minshew. Hasn't really been able to move the ball. He's been on the roster for 12 days. This is his third year in the league. Let's see if they can move it. And again, the Raiders offensive line, Colton Miller, Cody Whitehair, both have been lost for the game. Ramel Keaton on the game as well. They come with a blitz. He throws it for Keaton. His first career catch is out to the 42-yard line. He's about a half yard shy of the marker. Although, Link, they're going to mark it closer to the 43. It might be a first down.
I think he might have got enough for a first down depending on the spot. There it is. It is. They just moved for it.
So a very, very hard pass. And Ramel Keaton, the undrafted free agent out of Tennessee, just signed to the active roster this week. His first career catch is a first down. Raiders going fast. Slant Tucker out to the 49-yard line, right in the middle of the field. That picks up 6 more. And so the Raiders with 10.5, they're playing with pace, trying to get the Bengals on their heels.
Well, much as you said, it's going to be no huddle from here on out. The Cincinnati Bengals are playing 2 deep, man under. So they're challenging the Raiders to find the open receiver.
Ridder moves Abdullah to his right, takes the shotgun snap, gives it to Abdullah. Up the middle, he's into Bengals territory, and he falls forward to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1, and they ran a read option, right? Desmond Ridder is a mobile quarterback who had 200 yards rushing last year. He's going to keep one of those.
Well, it's still 3rd down and short, and you've got to find a way to block the nickel who's been making the tackle, Mike Hilton. He's been coming in, being nosy in the backfield.
Yep, 3rd down and short. They are out of the gun. Here they come with a blitz. Ridder gives it up the middle. Abdullah spinning forward. He's got the first down. Just barely, but he's down inside the Bengals 47. They will move the chains for another first down.
Nice zone read that time by Ridder because there was a lot of Bengals coming off the end. He gave the ball up inside to Abdullah to get the first down.
America First Credit Union's first down for the hometown, where America First will donate $100 to a local charity for every Raiders first down inside Allegiant Stadium this year. Bengals show a blitz. Here they come. Ridder looking at it, throws it short. Bowers at the 45, and he leans forward into Logan Wilson at the 41. So Ridder stared at Link at the 2 blitzers, hung in the pocket, and delivered a 6-yard strike to Bowers.
But he had his check. He took the check down. I'll give him that. He had Trey Tucker running wide open down the middle hash, or the middle of the field. Couldn't see him because of the blitz. Remember, Trey's not a big guy.
No, he's not.
5'9".
Ridder's bigger, 6'3", 210. Again, the Bengals have 7 men standing at the line, and they all come. Ridder throws to Tucker. It's off his shoulder and incomplete. And he wasn't going anywhere because he has that guy again, Mike Hilton. Link, he tackled 2 guys.
Yeah, he ran
Tucker
over
and Jacoby Myers.
I was thinking the exact same thing. More importantly, Trey Tucker did the egregious sin. He took his eye off the football before he caught it, and that's why that ball bounced off his shoulder pads.
All right, so it's 2-down territory here. 3rd down and 4. They need to get to the Bengals 37, 8:50 to go in the 4th, trailing the Bengals 31-17. There was a Jack Jones pick 6 that at least gave the Raiders a little bit of hope here in Cincinnati. Ridder takes the snap. Bengals bring just 4. He looks left. He throws. It's caught. Myers out of a tackle inside the 35, and he's down to the 34 with another first down completion. Boy, this one goes for 7.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic in between that pass and making the connection. Good for him. You had Brock Bowers and Myers both running slants inside, and the linebacker Wilson was obligated to take Bowers. That allowed the slot to open up for Myers.
And it was Taylor Britt who missed the first tackle. Bengals with some late substitutes. Osai finally gets off the field. Ridder dancing in the pocket. Pressure comes, and he just falls to the turf. At the 38-yard line, it looked like Chris Jenkins Jr. tapped him down, although he kind of took himself out of the play. It's a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 13 at the 38.
I think the way that Ridder fell in the middle of the part, I'm trying to say that his initial throw was taken away.
Back to throw, lumps it short to Abdullah at the 35, dances across the 30, stays on his feet to the 28-yard line in the arms of Logan Wilson. They picked up a bunch of that yardage. It'll be 3rd down and 4 from the right hash mark, working right to left.
I was trying to look at the replay on the last play to see how it broke down before Ridder took the sack. But this time he takes the check down, gets some yards back. This is a manageable situation. But as you mentioned earlier, partner, this is 4th down territory.
Ridder has hit 7 of his last 8 passes. They've all been short. 39 yards here in relief of Gardner Minshew. He sends Jacoby Myers to the right. Again, the Bengals look like they're bringing everybody. Ridder takes the snap. They only bring 4. Hendrickson ran over Munford for a sack. Holy cow. He ran over Thayer Munford and sacked him back at the 36 for a loss of 8. And Trey Hendrickson, Link, has his 3rd sack of the game.
I don't understand why, if you know that you've got Trey Hendrickson on your 3rd tackle, why you don't have somebody helping out. Now you have Abdullah over there, but he runs right over Thayer Munford. There is nobody. Somebody has to chip number 91.
Oh, man, and Ritter, by the time he looked to the left, he had a man on his shoulders.
Absolutely.
So, here's your ball game. 6:45 to go. 4th and 12. They need to get to the 24. Bengals come with a blitz. Ritter back to throw. Over the middle. Open man. It's just out of the arms of Jacoby Myers. Oh, he was springing free to the near sideline at the 23. Ritter had to get rid of the ball. He put some air under it and just out over the outstretched arms of Myers to the left side.
It's called an all-out blitz for a reason. They bring one more than you can protect against, and that's exactly what happened. Jermaine Pratt got into Ritter before he could get rid of the football. Just kind of made an awkward throw.
Well, he stood in the pocket, though.
Yeah, he did.
And he delivered a possibly catchable ball. So, Bengals take over on their own 36. Again, Eichenberg in there for Robert Spillane. The handoff to Chase Brown across the 40, right into Eichenberg at the 41. And Antonio Pierce takes his first time out of the half with 6:32 to go. Down 31-17. Chase Brown, Link, now over 100 yards. His first career 100-yard game. He's up to 102 on 20 carries. He is at a massive performance today to go with 5 catches for 37 yards and a touchdown. And they look like, he's kind of looked like that the last few weeks. Not so much last week, but he has kind of looked like he's going to be their lead back moving forward instead of Zach Moss, who's out today.
Yeah, you know what? It's a different style of running. It reminds me of Najee Harris and Hines and the way Pittsburgh does things. Yeah. You have one guy who gets downhill right away, and that's Chase Brown. And you have another guy who kind of dances around a little bit in the backfield trying to find a hole, power back still, and Zach Moss. But I like the way what they have with Chase Brown.
So out of the timeout, a couple of tight ends to the right for Joe Burrow, who's under center. They give it to Chase Brown through the right side. He's out to the 43. The Raiders pushing him back, and it's Matthew Butler who drags him down at the 44. And now Antonio Pierce takes his second timeout. 6:28 to go. And again, you might say, hey, why so early? He wants they need a stop.
You need time.
You need time. So what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. Whether you do it now or later. Because the Bengals are coming out with 4-minute offense.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to do. They're going to run 4-minute offense. They bring their star receiver Chase back out. They're going to run a simple out route to get him the football to get a first down like they've done. They're not going to try to run it up in there. They're going to try to open you up and spread you out. And whether they go to Gesicki or they go to Chase, they're going to try to get the first down just to keep the chains moving.
So Brown is on the sidelines for this third down play. Bengals, as the Raiders, they got a lot of guys on the field who are racing off after they broke the huddle. Now they're crowding the line as Burrow comes out in the shotgun. He's got a tight end in the backfield as Drew Sample. He's talking to his offensive lineman. Now he sends Samples out to the left, and nobody's over there with him. Diablo kind of goes over there. Burrow in an empty set to throw. Floats one down the near sideline for Chase, and it's incomplete. He had him one-on-one. Darnay Holmes did a good job to stay with him, but Chase had it in his right shoulder, and he just couldn't bring it down. And so the Raiders do get the stop on 3 plays.
That, to me, is a classic case of a receiver trying to be too cool and catch with one arm. Because he had it. Jamar Chase had it. He was open. And he just looked like he just nonchalantly put that one arm out there and thought he could one arm it and catch it.
Now, Chase has got 7 catches today, but he has not hurt the Raiders. No. 7 catches for 43 yards for the NFL's leader in receiving yards coming into the game. And now the Raiders just jumped off sides. And that is Kenai Mauga, who is walking away from the entire team because they were about to get the ball back, and he hopped off sides, and it's going to be a free first down. And he knows it. The whole team knows it.
Slip in concentration.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 43. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
It's really unfortunate. You fall apart like that. But again, it goes back to the concentration level. You've got to stay focused because that's inexcusable. Now, I watched earlier Jamar Chase take off his gloves and his tape and kind of throw it to the side. He's back out there. His gloves back on, he wants to play. I know he wants a stat.
You wonder if they go back to him. Instead, they hand it to Brown, who skips out to the right side, breaks away from Crosby, and with a stiff arm, and Jack Jones shoves him out of bounds on the near sideline. Nice job by Jones to chase him down right at midfield. He picked up a yard. As the clock will continue to move, we'll snap it inside of 6 minutes to go. And again, the Raiders under Antonio Pierce, Link, so much credit to him and the staff last year. They didn't have any penalty yards. They had 29 yards per game. Really, at the last 9 games of last year and the first 4 this year, which was best in the NFL. But man, oh man, in crucial situations, starting with the Broncos game, that has completely come apart.
Exactly. And that's where it really hurts you.
They put Sample in the backfield as a fullback. They hand it off to Brown, and he's brought down after a pickup of 2. Divine Diablo with the stop. And now Antonio Pierce burns his final timeout. 5:45 to go, with the Bengals facing a 3rd and 6.
Many people have asked me, Jason, during my time is, how debilitating are offensive penalties? Of course, it depends on the severity of the penalty, obviously, right? But even 5-yard penalties slow down the momentum. If you have a false start by an offensive lineman, you go from first down to 10 to first down to 15. Now you're behind the sticks, especially in the NFL when teams are better or teams are good at defense. Trying to make that next step to get that yardage back and to get a first down is even that much harder. So that's why penalties kill the momentum, especially on offense. On defense, they extend drives.
Well, see if the Raiders take advantage of that timeout and try and get off the field again. Travion Williams into the backfield with Burrow. He's got Jamar Chase. Slot to the left. Mike Gesicki and Yoshivas over there too.
Raiders showing blitz.
And here they come with everyone. Burrow sees it. Oh my goodness. Gesicki down the seam. Nobody's going to catch him. At the 10, the 5, streaks into the end zone. Touchdown Bengals. There was nobody over there, and Burrow flaunted it down the middle for a 47-yard touchdown. His career-high tying 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Broken coverage. Raiders brought an all-out blitz. I'm sure the defensive secondary that was close to the 3 receivers jumped the screen route. I saw Jack Jones run out there, but no one took Gesicki coming off the field.
So Mike Gesicki now with 5 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. His 7th-year pro out of Penn State here in the state of Ohio, where they are celebrating the Buckeyes' 8th straight win over the Nittany Lions. As that extra point is up and through for McPherson, making it 38-17 and ending all hopes for the Raiders of having a comeback here in Cincinnati. And again, that's not points off of a turnover per se, which has been just drastically awful this year. But those are points off of the Raiders were supposed to get the ball back, and it was a offsides penalty.
Yeah.
And now the fans are heading to the exits, all of them.
Yes, I see that. Broken play, but it looked like both Jack Jones as well as Jacorian Bennett both went for the fake because they were faking that sort of tunnel screen. They ran to Jamar Chase earlier. And Gesicki comes wide open on the next level. Easy pitch and catch, easy touchdown.
Well, you think with 5 touchdown passes that Joe Burrow would have been throwing for 400 yards. That's not the case. He has 248 yards today, so at the moment he still does not have his 3rd 300-yard game passing today. But Link, he has his 2nd 5-touchdown game in the last 5 games. Week 5 against the Ravens, and then again here today against the Raiders. And he did it without T. Higgins.
Yeah. And once again, the Raiders are unsuccessful in this park. Haven't won a lot of games here in Cincinnati over the history of the franchise. I know today is the only one that matters, but still stinking.
Yep.
It's a thorn in the Raiders' side.
Kickoff as Abdullah is going to put his arms out and take a knee. And now the Raiders offense, Link, will come back out here down by 21, see if they can get anything going. With Desmond Ridder at the helm, he did a nice job to move them and really give them a shot. Down 2 touchdowns, just missed Jacoby Myers on a 4th down play that would have kept this game alive. And now it's just a matter of, hey, can they get some positive plays here, and can they hold up protection-wise against Trey Hendrickson, who has 3 sacks?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then going forward and understanding what probably lows they have at offensive line, you're going to have to address the protection. You're going to have to find a way to get whomever you have at quarterback more protection.
And a bye week next week before a trip to Miami. Then a home game against the Broncos. Ritter's going to throw. Hendrickson's got him again. And the ball is out. There, Munford still can't get on top of it. The Bengals are on top of it at the Raiders 12. Oh, my God. Trey Hendrickson with his 4th sack. And Logan Wilson with yet another fumble recovery.
He does a little bit of a stunt move or slip move against Thayer Munford and runs right around him, accelerates right around him. Acts like he's going in, comes back out when Thayer sets up for him, runs right around him as though Thayer's standing still. I can't fathom it. And then I don't know what Thayer was thinking, not being able to jump on the ball, because he wasn't doing anything else that play. But watching. Ball slips out. Really, it's a disaster.
Well, last year, Trey Hendrickson broke his own franchise record with 17.5 sacks as Burrow hands it off to Chase Brown, trying to get to the edge on the right side. Merrick chasing him down, and they'll bring him down at the 7-yard line, just inside the sideline. I think Trey Hendrickson last year, 17.5 sacks. He came into this game with 7 of the Bengals' 12. He has his first career 4-sack performance.
You know, I'm looking for Max Crosby to be the defensive player of the year. I'm hoping these offensive linemen don't give it up to everyone else. You got to play better, man. You can't have that. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate.
Okay. 2-0,
Well, Joe Burrow, maybe he's looking for career touchdown number 6 in the game. Nope, it's a handoff to Chase Brown through the middle. He's upended at the 5 by Jack Jones.
You know, Joe Burrow, after that last series, that long pass to Gesicki, he walked off the field, you know, shaking his head, kind of threw his helmet down like he was upset at something. Don't know what it was because his team scored a touchdown, but it is what it is. Here comes number 1 back in the game.
Well, Chase Brown looked like he was coming off. Now he does. They take him out. Kendall Milton, the undrafted free agent out of Georgia, who's getting his first action, is now in the ball game. Well, we've talked about turnovers all year long, and the Raiders again today have a couple. So now 19 turnovers on the season as the Bengals break huddle. There's 3 on the play clock. Burrow out of the shotgun with nothing on the clock. Gives it off. He kept it himself. He throws it out to the left. He's got Hudson heading to the goal line. He reaches the ball, and he doesn't get there. He's down at the 1.
He got a first down, though.
He did get a first down, but they were trying to get Joe Burrow his 6th touchdown pass of the game.
Now they bring in their big boys for their jumbo package.
Yep. And they're going to bring Chase Brown back into the game. I think he was in.
I think he was in it too.
But they don't have any challenges left, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, his left knee was down.
And the ball was short of the goal line.
Well, we'll see if they hand this to Chase Brown, who has a receiving touchdown today. 38-17, 3:22 to go. They break huddle. There's 3 seconds. Remember, the Bengals don't have any timeouts. They just put the play clock back up to 20. Now that helps. Burrow the snap, the handoff Brown, and Matthew Butler, nice job to hit him in the backfield and drop him for a loss. So still some effort there from the 3rd-year man out of Tennessee, as we'll go inside of 3 minutes to go. And the Bengals trying to add on to this 21-point lead.
I guess if you're Raiders, you want to say there's no quit in the team. I think that's something you hang your hat on. But this disasters have got to stop. You've got to find a way to generate some offense. And unfortunately, I don't know. There's no short, quick answer that's going to.
Well, and the other thing too, Link, 2 years ago in all those losses, they bring Tanner Hudson out late to the huddle, and now they're going to move him closer to the line. And because of the late substitution, the Raiders have a chance to bring someone on, and they are. And this is going to cause the Bengals to have to delay a game because they don't have any timeouts left. The Raiders,
smart.
That's great. That's very smart. Well, the Bengals made a late substitution.
Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And remember, when you make a substitution, you have to allow the defense time, and they don't have to hustle.
Right.
It just has to be a reasonable amount of time, and the Raiders sideline saw that. And so they waited till there was 6 seconds left on the play clock. They trotted someone out there. They don't have to sprint. And that's going to force the Bengals, who didn't have any timeouts left, to have a delay game.
Since that rule has been implemented, there have been more and more teams that have been able to take advantage of that little loophole that you're talking about, and on both the college and the pro level. I wonder to see if they might have something with rules adjustment eventually.
So 2nd and goal from the 6. Yoshivas most close to the line. Burrow does hand it off. Chase Brown gets a push inside the 5. He's down at the 3. Again, it's Butler down at the bottom of that pile. Both Butlers, Matthew and Adam.
And he'll take this down to the 2-minute warning.
And that's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning.
Wow.
Well, Joe Burrow said this was a must-win performance, and the Bengals have looked like it. 38-17 as we hit the 2-minute warning, and the Raiders are facing a 5-game losing streak heading into the bye. 2-minute warning, we'll step aside. You're listening to the Las Vegas Raiders Radio Network.
Introducing the official debit card of the Las Vegas Raiders from America First Credit Union. It's a powerhouse Visa debit card, packed with features, packed with benefits, and packed with silver and black. The Raiders debit card from America First is the perfect way to pay and the perfect way to represent Raider Nation wherever you go. Get yours today, exclusively at America First Credit Union and americafirst.com/Raiders. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Opportunity Lender.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Link, I don't know. Do you want to sing along here?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
West Virginia Mountain Mama, I'm good. I said my part.
Yeah.
Take me home. Country road.
Now, the Raiders aren't going to take the country roads. They're going to take the flight back to Vegas, and they're going to have to think about a lot of things. 2-7 on the season coming out of the 2-minute warning. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, you're listening to Raiders football. So, 2-minute warning. Bengals up 38-17. Joe Burrow, for the second time in 5 weeks, has 5 touchdown passes. And he is facing a 3rd down and goal on the Raiders' 3-yard line after Trey Hendrickson's 4th sack of the game and 2nd fumble. He's back to throw. Burrow sending to Jamar Chase. It's broken up by Jacorian Bennett on the left side of the end zone. He knew it was coming, and he knocked it out of his chest.
Absolutely.
And it's 4th and goal, and they'll bring on Evan McPherson, which I don't know why, because you're up 21 inside of the 2-minute warning. Why not try and get your quarterback 6 touchdowns?
Bad the stats. Good play by Bennett.
Yeah. Well, later in the broadcast, we'll announce the player of the game, brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders. Jack Jones did have a pick 6 here early in the 4th quarter to give the Raiders a little bit of hope.
That's been the only highlight in the second half for the Raiders.
No question. So a 22-yard field goal attempt here by McPherson, and that clock hits 0, so it will be a 27-yard field goal attempt.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And again, this game really turned late in the, what was always been talked about, end of first half, start of second half. Game was tied at 10, 2:58 to go in the second quarter. Bengals touchdown right before the half. Came out of the third quarter, touchdown to go up 2 scores, and then the Raiders couldn't move the football.
I don't remember a lot of times playing where it's hard to have an offensive continuity, but this late in the season, it's really not a good sign.
Yep. So after the delay of game, McPherson's 27-yard field goal is up and through. So with 1:53 to go, Bengals 41, Raiders 17. Raiders in the final about 33 minutes of this game have been outscored 31-7, but the offense has not scored. And so 7 plays, 4 yards there for Cincinnati. Lane, couple of things here. Obviously, the injuries are a part of this.
Certainly.
Right? You got it. Colton Miller, Andrus Peat, Cody Whitehair all left this game not to return. Right. Andre James was already inactive, so Jackson Powers-Johnson started at center, so that's part of it. Nate Hobbs left on a cart, and he did not return, right, with a secondary, and he's been playing really well this year. And now you think about, well, hey, what do we do at quarterback, right? Aiden O'Connell, broken thumb in the start a couple weeks ago against the Rams, on IR, be eligible to come back after the Dolphins game. Gardner Minshew's been benched 3 times this year. Desmond Ritter's here. He'll have the bye week. We'll have to see.
So here's the thing. Here's what I would do if I had the power. I would first decide on who's going to be my quarterback. First and foremost. Is it Aiden O'Connell, Minshew, Ritter, whomever? Then I would find packages or try to create packages to get the ball to my playmakers. Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, so on and so forth. I'm going to try to find a way. Then I'm going to take it to the offensive line and say, look, we've got to do better. And if it's a part where I notice my tackles are down, I'm going to have to find a way to shore protection, 8-man protection, to have those receivers chip out. After they chip, fall out into the flat to give you guys checkdowns. But you're trying to design more routes that are going to take up more intermediate and long time to be able to stretch the field and keep opposing defenses honest. Because right now, no one respects the deep ball or the chance of the deep ball by the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, Ritter comes out. He's 8 of 12. He's been sacked a couple of times. Hendrickson's not on the field. He's back to throw. He throws to the far side. It's well over the head of Ramel Keaton at the 40.
Ramel Keaton's 6'2", isn't he?
Yes, he is.
You know that's high.
So an out route that went for 10 yards and was thrown well beyond that. And so DJ Turner there in coverage. It'll be second down. And again, like, you have to figure out who's heading to 2-7, and the offense has not been good this year, and you got to figure out if there's a way to fix that in the second half. It's a run play to Amir Abdullah through the hole out across the 35. He's brought down on the left hash mark by Muma Jongmeta, the rookie out of Wisconsin, the linebacker, and so it'll be third down and 4. On a pickup of 6 yards. And again, the running game hasn't been there today, Link, right? No. It's been a problem all year.
Yeah, it's been a problem all year.
52 yards on the ground. Ritter back to throw on 3rd and 4 to the near side. It's caught by Jacoby Myers, who tiptoes the Bengals sideline. That was a dangerous throw.
No doubt.
Just over the outstretched hands of Jongmeta. And it caught by Myers, who, if you're looking for a bright spot, maybe the player of the game, Jacoby's got 8 grabs and he's got 105 yards. So maybe there's that.
Well, I mean, there's been flashes, but there hasn't been consistency. There hasn't been consistency across games. You start off the opening drive where you come out, you take it down the field, get a touchdown, but that's it.
Ritter dumps it short to Abdullah. Can't get away from Jongmeta, who brings him down at the 49. The ball's out, but they say he's down. As we're down to 1:15 to go, and what will be a 5th consecutive loss. The first time for the Raiders since 2018 that they have lost 5 in a row. And it will be back to the drawing board for Antonio Pierce after the bye week before going to Miami, then Denver, Kansas City, and the Broncos. Ritter back to throw, eyeing the middle, takes the shot down the field, looking for Tucker, and flags fly around the 20-yard line.
Being mauled in the secondary.
Yeah, Josh Newton, the rookie corner out of TCU.
Defense number 28. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Yeah, might as well take some shots here, right?
Absolutely, without a doubt. If you have the time, there's nothing wrong with taking the shots down the field. The problem is that you haven't had a lot of time. And even though there wasn't a lot of separation on the last play, the fact that there was not a safety in the hole allows the quarterback to take a chance on that post route.
So the ball after the penalty. The 6th on Cincinnati today, just at the 7th. Placed inside the Bengals, 25 for Desmond Ritter with Bowers slot to the right. And he gets the snap. He looks that way, trying to find Bowers. Pressure comes. He escapes out to the left. Ritter, eyes downfield. He's going to take off, gets a block, and runs into the near sideline at the 22-yard line. So Ritter, we know you can take off. He gets 2. Down with 48 seconds to go. And you think about who was on this team to start the year, right? Devontae Adams. After week 3 against Carolina, hamstring injury, demanded the trade. He's now with the Jets. You had some other injuries. Ramel Keaton now part of this wide receiving core. Offensive line is all kinds of banged up. Ritter gets the snap. He's looking left. He's pressured. He escapes out to the right, keeping the play alive to the end zone, looking for Bowers. Caught it! Touchdown, Brock Bowers! Over the outstretched arms of Von Bell. It's a 22-yard touchdown. Ritter with a beautiful touch pass to the front of the end zone. And Brock Bowers has his 2nd touchdown grab of the year.
Fill in the pocket, collapse around him. Desmond does a good job escaping, getting the outside, and finding his streaking tight end down the center of the field. Double covered, inside and out, but a beautiful pass by Ritter into the end zone.
I will say this, Lincoln. Again, who knows what you can take out of the end. This isn't like off coverage here because he's having to roll out of the pocket.
Right.
Desmond Ritter is making some fantastic touch passes into tight windows here in this 4th quarter.
Well, to carry on the conversation, one of the reasons why Gardner Minshew had got the initial nod is because the coaches felt that he was more mobile than Aiden O'Connell.
And he's not more mobile than Desmond Ridder.
He's not. Yeah, that's exactly. He's not really a mobile quarterback.
That PAT brought to you, was good by Carlson, by the way, brought to you by Credit One Bank. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Visit CreditOneBankTravel.com. So Brock Bowers linked 5 catches today for 45 yards and a touchdown. So he is now up to 57 catches. For a quick math here, 580 yards on the year. He won't get to that 60 catch mark to become the third rookie ever with 60 catches before by 9 games. It would have joined Puka Nacua and Saquon Barkley as the only rookies with 60 catches through the first 9 games. But he is trying to be the first tight end in 20 years since Tony Gonzalez in 2004 to lead the league in catches. And he did that coming into today.
Yeah, it would feel great to have a tight end that can compete and give you what you need down the field. We've seen flashes of it over the years. Darren Fuller, obviously, so on and so forth. Waller, I should say, but it hasn't been consistent.
Raiders calling it off. They're not going to try an onside kick here, down 17 with 41 seconds to go.
I wonder why the Bengals laugh like they're defending it.
So Carlson with a short run up to the kickoff. It bounces at the 9. It's picked up by Cincinnati on the move. Kendrick Pryor out to the 20. And he's wrapped up at the 22-yard line by Amari Burney. Raiders scoring drive brought to you by Sports Water. Hydrate with a superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Show your Raider Nation pride. Get your Raiders Sports Water today, available at your favorite retailer. 6 plays, 70 yards, minute 12 off the clock. A 22-yard touchdown from Desmond Ridder, his first as a Raider. To Brock Bowers, his second as a Raider. And Jake Browning has taken over here to take a knee. Joe Burrow will not drop to that knee. Browning's one play is victory formation on a day where Joe Burrow tied a career high length with 5 touchdown grabs. And the Raiders fall for the 5th straight week here in Cincinnati. 41-24 to the Bengals, who move to 4-5. And the Raiders link fall to 2-7. And again, you and I talked about all the things facing Antonio Pierce, Luke Getsy, Patrick Graham, and Tom Telesco, the GM, during the bye week and how they want to handle the final 8 games of the year. The other thing is, you and I, our first year together 2 years ago, the Raiders were also 2-7.
Right.
But then they won 3 in a row, and there was a little bit of hope in December. The difference, every single one of those games in that 2-7 came down to the wire. They were in a lot. There was the blown lead against Arizona, the blown lead against Jacksonville, the game in Kansas City at one point lost, the last second loss to Indianapolis, Jeff Saturday that dropped them to it. So there was reason to believe they could play with those teams. You look at a lot of the games that are this 2-7, the